outside. Oh, looks like a touchdown. Trevor Wardrop in the end zone.
Day by day, we get better and better. We can't be beat. Won't be beat.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I was born like this, is born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your plate. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got.
Oh.
Loyalty.
Hello, welcome Noble Bear fans, and welcome to Noble Stadium. Beautiful evening here, Friday night, and it's big time 5A football where the Noble Bears are taking on the visiting El Reno Indians. Coach, it's going to be a beautiful night, don't you think?
Yes, it is, Matt. I tell you what, it's for real now.
Yeah.
First 3 weeks of the season, kind of we talked about the first season. Now it's for real, man. Everything starts to count. Now it's all about getting that playoff positioning, and here we go, night one here of the district pairings.
Yeah, and there is a feeling in this air tonight, like it may be something special for the Noble Bears. I've just got a good feeling about this one, man.
I do too, man. You know, of course, the all black unis. Outstanding. It looks awesome. So a lot of special things going on. You know, Coach Frank Solomon will be in here in a little bit. Some really good news for the board. So really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Hey, and we're also, third part of our team is down on the field. James Reed. Hello, James.
Yes, it's nice down here. I'm watching both of the teams warm up. El Reno has some big guys over there, but our Bears were looking really good. I was able to talk to L.T. Taylor. He said his rehab is going well. We also have Villanueva
there we go.
with a knee injury. He's out. So that's big things for the Bears going on right now. I love the scoreboard. Great backdrop for this.
Hey, James, I was going to ask, did you happen to see some of the El Reno kids? It looked like they had 3 or 4. Matt and I were talking about that. You know, they looked like they had 3 or 4 big kids out tonight. Did you happen to see any of those kids? Or?
I didn't see the ones out. I noticed number 12 was throwing the ball most of the time.
Yeah,
so I think that's going to be their guy.
Yeah, that kid's named Cooper. Cooper was his
Cooper Park. Yep. So he'll be the guy that, you know, they do rotate in the Evan Romano's kid a little bit here and there. But it looks like that sophomore is going to be leading the way for him tonight.
Right. James, have you got a good feeling for the Bears this week? What are you feeling like having a son that plays on the team and a center for us? What do you feel like they're feeling right now?
El Reno's kind of an unknown, but I'm feeling really good. I think they're going to show up here tonight, the Bears, and we're going to have a great game.
Well, you know, I think we avoided a little bit of a scare today, and I just wanted to bring that to, some people's attention that, be careful out there driving. We had one of our boys that got in a little fender bender, but scared us all pretty bad, and I know I prayed several times that he was going to be okay, and he came back, and I didn't see him out there warming up, Coach. Did you at all?
I did, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he was. He did have a little bit of looked like a bandage around his knee. But like I said, I talked to his mom, and he's a tough kid. And like I mentioned, he was more upset because he was late.
Come on, you're safe, dude. You're all right.
Yeah, we could fix that car and the scrape on your knee.
That's right.
No, he's ready to go, and I think he'll be the same Austin Tinner that we love and we know.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, we've had some really good games in the last 3, and he's been a huge part of it. You know, I mean, there's been obviously lots of boys that have contributed, but man, he's played both ways, and it's just so good to have Austin on our team and doing so well. But if you don't mind recapping a couple of games.
Yeah, I tell you what. So we start off with Blanchard.
Okay.
You had to go on the road week 1. And we battled cramps, and third quarter, man, is in and out.
Remember how many cramps we had on that game?
We had 4 or 5 kids. It was kind of a weird rotation, man. One kid would come off, put the new guy in. He would get a cramp. He would come off. Yeah. And it was just back and forth. But we prevailed. We finally, I think we won 41-28. Or somewhere in that area, but we played really well opening night.
Yeah.
Second week, we went up to 6A2 Midwest City.
Golly,
and,
that's such a tough place to play and against those kids.
So,
Oh.
I mean, really good athletes.
Yeah.
You and I talked about that week too, just to become a different athlete that we were going to see there. And they played Lawton last night on Thursday night and beat them 28-8. So I mean, they're a really good program, and our kids should be really proud because that stepping up in a class is hard for any school usually, unless you're named Bigsby.
Right.
But I mean, gosh, it's just we did so well and we were so close, man. 14-12 was that final.
Yeah.
And then last week another great opponent coming in, Piedmont Wildcats. And with their running attack, that they put up a lot of yards on the ground, but ultimately we had enough stops to kind of get the momentum back to us, and then we just put more points on the board.
Yeah, we watched them chasing it all night, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Brandon
great.
Harper had a huge game,
Oh,
so it
didn't
was
he?
awesome, man.
No,
So,
this guy. I think it's going to be his breakout game, Coach.
oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that game. I think the phone calls are going to start coming in.
Oh.
Coach is going to start calling.
You talking recruiting now?
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
I mean,
all right.
dude, it's just a matter of time for
Yeah,
him.
right.
So, and it's going to happen. So,
Right.
I'm just
Well,
really proud of him.
I'm super proud of the kids, but listen, I want to let you guys know this. A lot of this that happens, whether it's the producing or the camera work or even the editing, it comes from people other than myself and Shane. It comes from a lot of the students that are a part of this. Jack right now is on the controls. Jack Carson, we're so happy for him. But Kira Boydston was here last year on the controls, and she is now at OU, going to school full time, and then she's also got an awesome job with Sooner Vision, which, I don't drop too many names there. But anyway, she created a nice hype video for us. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to cover the last 3 games and all the highlights. Sit back and enjoy it.
Fantastic video. Thank you, Kara Boydston. That was so good. Here we are at Saul's Corner. Welcome in Frank Solomon.
Thank you.
Solomon, how you doing this evening?
Doing good.
Good. I know you have an exciting topic you want to discuss tonight, and it's all about our scoreboard and all the wonderful sponsors that have kind of jumped in, pitched in the money to make this thing happen. And there's other people behind the scenes as well. So
Sure.
Go ahead.
Well, I talked to Tony Smith, who was my assistant superintendent for 5 years, in the fall of 2019 about replacing our board. It was old. It was outdated. It looked like, a little small school. Well, we're not.
We're not. It was
And
here when I played. So
yeah,
that tells you how old it is.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I challenged him with putting together a group to figure out how we could do a video board. Well, then you know what happened in March of 20, COVID.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that hit, and that put everything on delay all the way through last year. And about February, I said, you know what, we got to pick this back up. So I regrouped and started going out and trying to solicit sponsors. Obviously, items like this is not a normal expenditure. So you don't want to take money that you could be putting in the classroom. So I'm happy and ecstatic to announce that 100% of the board and installation has been paid for by our sponsors. Not one penny
fantastic.
of taxpayer money went to that.
Straight sponsorship.
Straight sponsorship.
That's
And,
fantastic.
it took some time, but man, is it worth it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
it
I mean,
is.
It's so nice.
It is, and I would like to recognize those that have gone the extra mile to help us with that. And our first diamond sponsor is Kim King and First State Bank.
Okay.
First State Bank has always gone above and beyond to help, and she stepped up to the plate once again. And then our second diamond sponsor is Dr. Gabe Neighbors in the Dental Lodge of Noble, who came through as another diamond sponsor. So that set the tone for the whole process. And then I went out and to get the gold level sponsors, and it's awesome that we were able to do that. Tammy Thompson and Lisa Lawson of Loving Care
Okay.
are one of them. Steve
good.
Heck of the Heck Farmers Insurance Group.
Hello, Steve. I know
yes,
Steve well.
Yes.
A great man.
Rusty and Taylor Grissom of Grissom's
Oh, yeah.
Landscape Nursery. Rebecca Bates and Dr. John Ringenberg from Ortho Central.
Nice.
And Sonny Hamill and Carla Kirby of McMahon Funeral Home.
Oh, very nice.
So
okay.
we've sold all but one spot on the board,
One
and I'll find someone to pick up that last spot.
Okay.
But it's it was a project that we've needed for a long, long time. But due to other situations, this is an extra. It's not something. So I had to do it in a way that wouldn't hurt any other program or any other classroom, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without these sponsors. And I just can't say thank you enough to them and the job they did. And I hope that those of you watching the stream will stay tuned at halftime, because we're going to present them
Okay,
their
that's awesome.
their recognition in front of the crowd as well. So
Well-
it's a long time overdue, and I'm telling you, it looks and sounds phenomenal.
Well, and I tell you, as I said, playing back in the day with the smaller board that we had, we had that all the way up until just a couple of weeks ago, and just seeing this for the first time when it, a couple of weeks ago, man, it came out, when the board came on, I was blown away. I really was. I was like, wow, I did not anticipate that kind of clarity on the video board. Everything, like I said, it's crisp, it's dark. It's just awesome. So. It's well done, man, and thank you so much to those sponsors.
Absolutely. Like I said, it wouldn't be possible without them. So it's something we needed and something we were able to do thanks to our friends and supporters. And,
man,
it's our kids. Last week, our first home game, I caught myself watching the football team, the band, the cheerleaders, the pom. And, it'll continue over in the spring when our soccer teams are out here. We'll
Absolutely.
be able to have it for soccer as well. And eventually we'll be able to use it for a little league.
Oh,
anybody and everybody. So,
and you and I've talked about it many times. Having like the big 4A, 3A,
absolutely
semifinal games, how huge those are, packed house.
Absolutely.
And they'll get to see the on display.
That's exactly right.
So that's just another great avenue for our program, like we've talked many times.
Our goal is always to do bigger and better. Sometimes it's a hard thing to do because money's tight.
Yeah.
But that's our job, is to keep giving our kids the best that we can give, and fortunately we're able to do it.
Yeah, well, it was perfect timing, and well done as usual.
Well, I appreciate
getting
that.
with the sponsors and all the other people behind the scenes that made this thing work, and we're just like you said, just ecstatic to have this thing on board. And
and I don't want to forget Donnell Davis from our IT department, and Tyler Solomon, our athletic director. They did the signs.
Oh, okay.
One of the programs we started, in addition to the video production, is a Fab Lab, and that it's learning how to make signs and different things, technology driven, and we made all the signs on computer.
Wow.
And Tyler and Donnell were the ones that got out there and got on the lifts and put them up, and they look awesome. So don't want to forget them either.
Yeah, no doubt. And man, it's fantastic just watching the symbols coming across right now. It's awesome. So,
and so clear, like you said.
Man, it's so clear. Yeah, it's great. So, well, I'm looking forward to halftime. Can't wait to see them in person. And Frank, as usual, thank you so much for your time. And
Absolutely.
I know we could talk about that board for another 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're kind of limited here. So
that's right. I understand.
You have a prediction for tonight, real quick?
Yeah. We're going to go 1-0 in conference play, taking our first step towards the playoffs.
I love it.
I have no idea what the score is going to be, but we'll be on the winning side.
Okay, very good. There he is, the man, Mr. Frank Solomon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
All right.
Frank. We will be right back here on Noble Bears TV.
Noble Bear fans of all ages, be sure and check out the website, noblebearfootball.com. Go underneath the shop tab where you'll find clothing, hats, accessories, all kinds of Noble Bear swag, even those hard-to-find hoodies. Go shop, noblebearfootball.com.
And we are back here at Noble Stadium, getting ready for a 5A1 showdown between the Noble Bears and the El Reno Indians. Looks like the band is starting to line up. We got about 12 minutes, Matt.
Uh-oh.
And it's game on here.
It's
So
game time.
It is game time
I'm
here.
telling
so
you, this feeling I have is, I hope it's legit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something. I just got a good one about the Bears. But you know what? We do this every single week, and it is called
Keys to the Game
by Mr. Shane
Got
Fisher.
Keys to the Game. So, I was, again, kind of thinking about it throughout the week, and I think what I came up with, the first key, the key of the game for this week is we got to set the tone for district play. I think we come out, we establish a toughness about tonight's game, get off to a quick start, and going 1-0, obviously getting out to a good start and getting ahead in the standings is always huge. So I think if we come out and set the tone, and start this second season and start working our way to the playoffs. I think that's huge. So
I love the way that you break that down. A lot of people may or may not have ever heard you break that down, but it's just the preseason. Now this is the real deal. I mean, this is the real season here, and then you've got to win this one and get on the winning side of that, and so that we can make the next season, which is your third season, which is a playoff. So
that's exactly right. And with the district. I kind of break it down. There's 5 teams I kind of look at. They're going to be jockeying for those 4 spots. Us, El Reno, Duncan, Lawton, Mack, and Ardmore.
Okay.
Now it's just kind of a positioning at that point, and this is a huge part to get that first leg in the door and then start climbing that ladder.
I love it. Yeah.
So set the tone for the district play, and then you got to win. You got to protect your home turf, right?
Right.
You have
for sure.
to win, you have to win the home game. So that's huge. You got to win those home games and set that tone right away.
Well, you got everything going for you. It's your field. It's your fans. You've got the bigger fan base here. It's your band. It's your, everything is yours. This is why you've got to protect it. They expect you to win. This is the time to do it. You can't play any better than you should right now at home.
That's exactly right. And then the second key to the game here is we need to tackle well. They have a big kid named Mikey Devereaux, number 34. He's their tailback. He's been playing for 3 years now, and he's a load, man. So we're going to have to really wrap up and gang tackle. And I think if we can, tackle well and force a few turnovers, I really think that'll give us a great chance to win this ballgame this evening.
I love it.
Yep.
And again, folks, that's the Keys of the Game by Coach Shane Fisher. We thank you very much for that. And we'll be right back here at noblebears.tv. Yep, let's go to Jay. Here at Noble Stadium, home of the Bears, where we're about to play the El Reno Indians. We're down on the field with James Reed, and thanks so much, James, for filling in for Scotty Harper. But last week you did an awesome job, so we're all expecting big things from you again.
That's what everyone keeps saying. I keep trying to tell myself it wasn't that great, so keep trying to get better. Look at this camera instead of looking around.
You know what I liked about him, Coach?
What's that?
I liked it was a different viewpoint. It seems like you, me, and Scotty are on the exact same page every single game. We think the same ways, but he thought of something totally different the whole game,
He
right?
had some great insight, and just the whole the Crawley talk, Coach Crawley talk, and just kind of bringing that in. I thought that was huge, man.
Yeah.
Kind of give us that aspect of the field, and it was good. It was a great job, James.
Yeah. Yep.
When I go to talk to Coach today, we're going to cover some of those things I was talking about in the last broadcast. So I'm going to bring that up with Coach so we can kind of explain that to the fans.
Okay.
But right now down here, the fans are the band and all the student section. They're all lined up, ready for the Bears to come out. We got about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It looks like we have a longer line than we did last week.
I would agree, yes.
Yeah, this is.
It's all the way down to like the other 40.
Man.
Are they
That's
all? Yeah,
fantastic.
they start right at the end zone. So yeah.
I'm looking for the officials. I have not seen them, so I do not have your official list.
They actually brought it up here to us, so
Well, that's awesome.
I'm glad that you said that. But the referee is Ernie Debran.
Debonard.
Debonard. Okay,
Yep.
I totally butchered that. I apologize.
It's okay. That's hard to read. Randy Harding?
Is the umpire
Rodney Harding.
Okay,
Rodney Harding.
Harding. Okay.
Yep.
All right, and then we've got Craig Bradshaw, and then also Terrence Coleman is the line, and then the back judge is Kerry Massey. So thank you guys for being part of this.
Sorry, I must cut you off there.
no.
I tell you what, man, it seems like the refs have done a fantastic job these first 3 games. I mean, you guys agree with that? I mean, we've had there's been a little bit of slow play, figuring out what the penalty may have been, but I think overall, man, the refs we've had have done a fantastic job.
Even in the loss where we had against Midwest City, sometimes, you go into a hostile environment and then you seem to want to blame something on the referees. It seemed like there was a call, though, that was a little questionable that took forever. You remember that one in that game?
Yep.
So you guys can actually go back and watch the Noble versus Midwest City game, and it's archived, and you can go back all the way up for another year or so to watch that game. But there was a controversial call in it. But other than that, there really hasn't been a lot of they haven't gotten in the way at all. But it's been clean play too, though.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly right. And like you said, nothing, none of the calls they had affected the game in any way. So it's just been clean play. And, there's been a few penalties on our side, which you need to clean those up, especially with district play starting now. But, man, our kids, I've just been proud of them, man. They played really well up to this point. And I think with the momentum going into this, and the thing we have not mentioned yet is this is their first game, El Reno's first game since August 27th.
Hold up. What now? What?
They have not played a game since August 27th. They played week 0.
We're at week 4, Coach.
Yeah, they were off in week 0. Then they lost the last 2 weeks due to some COVID issues. So, these kids are just excited to get back out here. But my question is how crisp are they going to be? There's going to be some. It's almost like it's just a scrimmage for them, and how first scrimmage is brutal. Usually.
Yeah.
You just can't figure things out. So
you work on all kinds of stuff,
I think advantage us, man. It has to be. So
well, for them not playing that long, that's quite a time. I mean, that's some valuable reps. So they really didn't. When you talk about 3 different seasons, they didn't hardly get any of their first season at all.
None at all. You're right.
They jump right into district play in a hostile environment. I mean, there's a lot of people out here right now on the Noble side, and their side, for their fans, there might be 150, maybe 200 people, for the El Reno side. Now, they might be traveling, trying to get here, but I think in the Noble side, we got a couple thousand people out
man.
here.
And it's starting to wrap around the, near the concession stand, and it's just another fantastic night, man. We've been very, very fortunate up to this point with the weather that we've had as well. I mean, my goodness, I think the wind has been 10 or less every game we've had.
It feels like we always say it. We've been saying that every game is such good weather. We're so lucky, but it's the truth, man. It's just a perfect Friday night. So
and, now I think at game time it's supposed to be like 72 degrees here. So I mean, it's just perfect football weather, and just a fantastic night to like I said, go 1-0 and start off the district. And because there's some other matchups. I think the other big matchup tonight. And we were going to discuss that, as some of the scores, but Duncan and Lawton Mack play tonight as well.
Oh.
So there's a good matchup. And then I think our game and Duncan and Lawton Mack's game are probably the 2 marquee games of 5A1 this evening. And, just it's huge to win at home and win those district games.
Well, that Lawton Mack team and that Ardmore team are the two that I've been keeping my eyes on them, but I know – I'm not really one to look over anybody. Of course, we go in and play Duncan next week in Duncan, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be here. But I just know that's going to be a tough road victory for us to go in there. And I remember a couple of years, it was just a couple of years ago we went there, and man, that was a tough place to play. As a matter of fact, they took over half of our section, Coach. They took over half of our section where. Their fans came over to our side. They had so many people there that they had to have half of our stands. I thought that's the craziest thing.
Down.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Here comes the bus. This is just it's just good. This is good stuff, man.
If you've never been here before, the Bears load up in the bus. They gather everybody up other than the captains. They roll down 48th Street. They get to the stop sign. They turn right. They come in the south entrance. And they unload off that bus. Right inside that bus right now, they are screaming, hollering, fired up. And you can see this in your picture. It's also police escorted too, so you can see it coming right in your screen. And
of course, the helmet right there, the kids will be running through with the smoke. It's just it's a really cool event, man. And if you've never seen it live, it's a good idea to come out and check it out because it is, like Matt said, it's freaking sweet.
Well, the fireworks. Don't forget the fireworks too,
fireworks man. Absolutely, it's
those are shot off by some of your buddies, aren't they?
Yeah, Martin Tugas and Glenn Riddle. Those two they'll be lighting the fuses, and I think we have some new cameras that will kind of get a close up of that. This
I
evening.
can't wait to see if they
Yeah.
can catch him up there.
Yeah, I know. Probably need to give them a heads up, right?
Yeah,
Say, hey,
you
man,
might say, "Hey, man, you guys are on camera. You better watch
Yeah.
out." As a matter of fact, look at the live screen and the board. That is it's just beautiful
Yeah,
and bright.
yeah.
And so colorful. I love it. It's hard to see on the camera that it's that way. You see,
Yeah,
it's
it looks a
hard to
little
see
blurry.
it. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
a little, but that's just because the camera trying to pick up that screen. But I think the captains are starting to walk
Yeah,
out
here they
for the
come.
Bears.
Yep.
And I'll name those off, Coach.
Sure.
All right.
Go
So,
ahead.
hey, the one guy I'm really happy to see that is walking out is the captain on your left, and that's Austin Teener. Very happy to see him walking to the field. And Austin Teener, he's a senior, so it's a big year for him, Coach. Senior 6'2", 265. Just been a dominant force for us, and no
Solid.
better time for him to come through. So, on the opposite side of him is the gentleman that runs the offense, and is the captain on the team, and the team names these guys too, Coach.
Okay.
So they name the ones that they want to lead them, and Colin Fisher is our quarterback for the year, number 18. Colin Fisher, junior, 6'3". He's the only junior that's a captain, and he's right at 205 right now. We got number 7, Caden Dominy, who's just been having an awesome year, senior, 6'2", 205. And then last but not least is number 21 for the Bears, Bryson Crawley, the senior, 5'9", 180 pounds.
That's awesome. That's a good group there. For El Reno, the captains for El Reno, just 2 of them. Number 14 is Cade Mayo, and then remember number 34. That's their big boy. That's number 34, Mikey Devereaux. He's a senior tailback, linebacker kid, and he will carry the ball a bunch this evening. And he was the kid I was telling we're going to have to really wrap up and bring him down.
Okay, let's see if we can get some audio and some footage right from on the field so you guys can see that live.
And number 55, Austin Tino. And for the El Reno Indians, number 14, Cade Mayo. And number 34, Mikey Devereaux.
Okay, so line up where he is, white line up right here. Right, hey, gather up, come in. Hey, first and foremost,
El Reno wins the toss and elects to receive.
Main thing, keep talking to yourself. Don't let us be the reason you miss a week, okay? Let's keep it clean, keep it straight. And again, got any questions, come see us, all right? Hey, guys, shake hands, have fun. Good luck the rest of the season.
Man, that was good audio. I heard every bit of that. Great job down there, James and Ricky Bobby and Emma. You guys did an awesome job down there.
Ricky Bobby.
That's your nickname for him, and I can't quit calling him that. So,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay, so here, the second mystery of what our sign would say, blew out 2021 beat the Indians. So that's sweet. Look, that's a nice sign right there, man.
Yeah.
Those girls do a nice job on those signs.
Home crowd's cheering loud. Yeah, there are a lot of fans down here, man.
Here come the Indians. And like I said, they have a decent crowd, but not as big as Piedmont last week. But they're going to have some kids that can play, so we're going to have to really get after this. And I think we just set this tone early, man, and just bury them. We just got to go bury them, man. Just jump on them, don't let them up, and just let's go get this win.
Man, I'm telling you, good feelings. I can't help it. Wish I could. I wonder what's going on. Why we're not?
I see. Here comes the smoke.
Here they come.
Here they come. Okay. Here goes
the fireworks there. Fireworks shot. No.
Nope. Oh man, missed it.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it looked great.
Trust us.
Yeah.
It did. Well, these uniforms that we're coming out with tonight, they're all black. It's trimmed in blue and gold lining down the side of the pants, and there's a lot of trim that gold that goes around the numbers, and also the bears
Awesome,
on
man.
the front chest, and they look sharp. And these are new too, Coach.
Yes, they are. With the white helmet on top of that, it just looks fantastic, man. And this is again, as we talked with Coach George and all the money that he raises. This is the things that we get to do for these kids. Once probably wear these a couple times this year, but these are the big league jerseys that we like to see. The fans love to see, and obviously the kids want to play in these things. So well done, Coach George.
Yep, great decision, and I know that that was a big time move for him to get that many because what are there? 52,
man.
There's 60 kids on the team.
Yes, so
Plus?
it's a pretty good. It's pretty good. A lot of kids that you have to get jerseys for, but it's awesome, man. I'm so glad to get to do this, and I'm a huge fan of the blues that we wore last week.
Yeah, I am too. I think the blues were really nice.
Man,
yeah.
And it seems like we always play well in those blues. I remember a couple years ago, Altus came here, and we had never beaten Altus, and we had the blues on, and we just had one of those games where we spanked them here. Hey, real quick, so back deep for the Indians.
Oh, okay.
We have number 1, Devon Smith, and number 34, big boy, Mikey Devereaux.
All right, so they're putting their running back all the way in the back. See if he can just sprint one out of there. I'm thinking the Bears are probably going to kick away from him like they did last week, and they're going to pooch it way up in the air. Kid calls fair catch, and he sees him coming, and that's going to definitely be a flag on the Bears because he called fair catch at the last second of that call too.
Rough.
So it was kind of a rough call. It was a boom boom play.
Yeah, the kid kind of did a double take too, just to make sure who was coming at him, and he did kind of at the end catch that, and our kid lit him up. So that'll be 15 yards added to that kickoff.
Yeah, and that was at the 35, so that's going to put it right at midfield. Man. So be first down, 10 yards to go, right at the 50-yard line, and
okay.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. So here we go. Let's see what the defense is going to bring tonight.
Yep, and like you had mentioned earlier, Cooper Park, number 12, will be quarterback for El Reno. And interesting, they do not have Devereaux in the backfield just yet. Maybe again, they've had a month to basically prepare for us, right?
Right.
So we'll see what we got here.
Number 1, Smith is wide out. Looks like they're going to throw to the left, over to Devereaux. We're going to get him in space a little bit on the outside. He picked up about 12 yards right there. So he was out there. He was just hidden out there on the left side.
So there's a little twist there for him. I had not seen the game that I watched. He was never split out wide. So give them some credit on, kind of getting creative here a little bit.
Yeah, they put him right out there next to Logan Kirby one-on-one. And
just a quick snap to Park and just to toss it out into the flat. So here we go. Nice play by El Reno.
Hand up the middle with a big hole. Missed tackle, and they rush all the way down to about the 15-yard line. There was a big hole over on the left-hand side, and he just kept on rumbling through there. There for a second, I thought he was down.
Yep, so just nothing special to that. Just I think they kind of went to the Piedmont playbook, and Malachi Nelson, number 3, just right up the middle, and found a little gap and was able to get a huge first down there. So 2 plays, and they're already in the red zone. Man, so we're going to have to tighten this up just a little bit.
It's tough for the Bears because we haven't had a lot of film as to what they were going to do and what they, how they usually run plays and out of sets. And so you're almost guessing as a defensive coach, right?
Absolutely. And, I think a strength of their team is going to be the offensive line here. And there you go. Good. Nowhere. Yeah. So
nowhere to go on that one.
Yep,
that was Cade Mayo. No, I'm sorry about that. It was exactly Parker Cooper that was the quarterback.
Yep, just kind of rolled out to his right. No one into the flat. I think he was looking for number 17 out here in the flat, and he was covered up by Logan Kirby. So good pursuit to the quarterback to bring him down.
What did you think about the speed on that kid? He got out there pretty
Not
quick,
bad,
right?
yeah. I mean, like he's pretty shifty, and I don't think he throws it real well. Not yet. I mean, he is a sophomore, so he's he's a good-looking kid though, and he does have some decent wheels on him. So we have to kind of watch that.
Keep him.
It's a little different look for the Bears because we got Caden Dominy back with the absence of Villanueva.
Okay.
Oh, I've got you. So Villanueva, unfortunately, is out. Number 1, bobbles the ball. He gets tackled and wrapped up from behind.
I think we have
And Givens.
There we go. So they got just maybe 2 or 3 on that one. So it's going to set up a big third down here for the Indians. So just kind of a jet sweep and just a quick give to Devon Smith. And, yeah, like you said, he kind of bobbled that. So we almost had the ball hit the turf. But, good job of corralling that ball and picking up 3 or 4 yards.
Tavian Givens on the tackle, number 25. And, guys, he made that tackle on the sideline, and whether you know it or not, he's the starting nose guard.
Yeah, he just his motor never stops, man. So I give him a lot of credit here.
He's been like that since Little League.
I think we intercepted.
You're going to say they both went out of bounds after he caught it, so that's going to bring up 4th and really long. Do they have enough kicking game? Now, we watched their kicking game earlier, Coach. You were saying let's keep an eye on that.
Yeah, keep an eye on that for sure. And so you're right here, number 12, Cooper Park just tried the little fade route to number 17, hit that back pylon, but tremendous job by Logan Kirby. He spun his head right away, caught that ball, and with the kind of pushed him out of bounds. So tremendous play there, sets up a 4th down for him.
It almost looked like he blocked him out, didn't it?
It
Like he turned his body towards him and said, "Hey, I'm gonna block you out of here."
Kinda like
That's his basketball skills.
Yes, exactly. Going up to get a rebound. Just block him
well,
out.
all right, they're gonna go for it. And Cooper Park's gonna call the play. Looks to hand off, and he looks to his left. He looks across the middle, and there's an interception by Caden Dominy. He's got a lane on the right-hand side. He's at the 20. May get a good block. He cuts back in the middle. He's at the 50. He's struck down and taken down right by the quarterback, but he is all the way down to the 40-yard line, folks.
So very nice. So they tried a little crossing pattern right in the middle of the end zone. Caden Dominy read it the whole way, jumped in front of that thing, and boom, across midfield into our territory. So tremendous play, Caden Dominy.
He looked like he was the only one that knew what the play was.
Exactly.
Crying out loud. So watch game film.
I was just talking to Villanueva down here about Dominy playing back where he plays.
Yeah, good call. Good call there, and he stayed home too. He didn't fake or go for that fake there, and like he just kind of read his keys and jumped in front of that pass. Tremendous play there.
Tremendous play by the Bears. That they were deep in the red zone right there, and Colin Fisher, quarterback for the Noble Bears. Again, number 18, Colin Fisher, looks to sweep to the outside to Brandon Harper, who looks to hand back to Trevor Wardrop, who hands back to Colin Fisher, who's running down to the 30. He's all the way down to the 25-yard line. A little trickeration to get this play started.
So we had like a double reverse here.
Handoff.
Yeah, we had a jet sweep to Brandon Harper. Colin flips it to him. We have Wardrop going towards their sideline, flips it back to Colin, and then, Colin has a little convoy going down the field, picks up a huge first down.
Did you see the wheels on 18? Look out now.
That was outstanding. Good play call there.
Absolutely. That's the way to get you. Oh, and he makes a move on the outside, and he steps around and goes out of bounds. Looks like he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That was Trevor Wardrop.
Trevor Wardrop, just a little quick out route right on the sideline. Good footwork there for Trevor Wardrop to stay in bounds. And here we go, Matt, inside the 15-yard line. Let's see if we can go punch this in.
Wow.
Actually, we're on the 10. Excuse me.
Yep, on the 10.
It looks like their defense is running around, not sure which way to go.
Right
And
up
they
the
hand
middle,
up to 23.
Thomas.
Oh, attaboy.
Hey, man, there was a big hole right there, James.
Yes, it was. Yeah, so he just a direct snap to Colin, give to Thomas, and then boom, he found a nice little hole there and able to get us near the goal line.
They're trying to switch out, and they finally got their other player off the field. Colin Fisher looks to roll to right. He's got some openings. He goes and slings it.
Oh.
It's a bullet that he threw out there. Woo!
Now, see, there was kind of a mistake for Colin. Rolling to his right. Right there, you don't need to throw a bullet. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of nice firm toss. That ball was high as well. So I think his eyes got so big because he was so wide open.
Yeah.
And he just kind of threw a fastball, and I think he needs to take a little bit off of that pass. So
Man.
he was there.
Man, I'm telling you, the way he set up and threw that one, I knew it was going to be coming in hard. But,
Exactly.
I tell you what, that one, number 1, he's got some soft hands, though.
Yes, he does.
A lot of times he can handle those.
Yeah, when Colin can work his, get his shoulders turned towards the line of scrimmage, work downhill, man. He has some zip on that thing. But
you get a little jacked up right now, too, right? You're about to score first quarter. You hadn't played in a week. It's like it's time. Oh, it looks like they're going to hand off right to Trevor Wardrop, who spins into the end zone, says, "I got 6 for you."
And I tell you what, so we went under center. That's the first time we went under center this whole year. And boom, again.
What is that? Go under center?
It's just the innovation of Kyle Davidson and the offensive staff. Tremendous job. He puts Colin under center, jet sweep for Wardrop, quick handoff, and he finds a huge hole for the 6.
Nice way to get in.
Good stuff right there, guys.
And he acted like he's been there before, too. Handed the ball to the ref and said, "That's it."
That's
well,
right.
we got to get somebody off. What's going on here?
It looks like we have.
Come on now, this is special teams.
Now here's our man right here, Chase Weimer. He was
right.
money last week, so let's see if he can continue that hot streak here.
He was looking good in warm-up, so.
Man, he's been, I think just the more reps he gets, obviously the better he's going to be.
Ball snapped. Up.
Man,
Ball's up in the air. The officials look at each other, and they said, man, that one's good. All right. Well, then that brings the score 7-0. 8 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first quarter. The Noble Bears are up and over the El Reno Indians. We'll have a scoring recap for you, and that would be a Crimson Electric scoring recap when we return here at noblebears.tv.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
We are back here at Noble Stadium. That was an awesome drive, Coach.
Yes, it was the Crimson Electric scoring recap. 6 plays, 39 yards set up by a double reverse. Oh, we got ball down.
Ball's on the ground.
A double
Number 14.
reverse. Oh, they called the fair catch, so he's down. So let me start this over.
Yeah,
a little
go ahead.
excitement here.
Yeah.
Crimson Electric scoring recap. 6 plays, 39 yards set up by that double reverse to get Colin down the field, and then we had a jet sweep to Wardrip, took it in for 6.
Nice. You know, he really had a touchdown there on the outside edge with Brandon too. So he could have, there was a couple of choices that he had there on that possession, but my gosh, that was a great drive. That's the way to get it started, Bears. Again, it's 7-0, 8:23 left in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us here at noblebears.tv. And you got a different quarterback coming in the game, Coach.
Yeah, well, no, it still looks like Park.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
So
it did look like 14. I thought the same thing, but it is Park.
So they gave it to Cade Merrow.
Boom.
He said, boom.
Man, I'm telling you, the game tackling, as I mentioned, nothing there, James. Just the bull rush, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, again, I think this is a huge series for us. If we can get a 3 and out and we go score, they're going to have to start, like you had said last week, chasing points. That is something they're not going to be able to do either.
I don't see enough throwing arm out there to chase after this. Now, what do we got on the outside edge here? We got 34 Devereaux on Brandon Harper on the right-hand side, at the top of your screen, okay?
Yes.
And then we got the twins out, so.
I like that matchup with Brandon on Devereaux, man.
They're going to look right at him right now, and he's going to meet. There it
Oh,
is. There he is. And Brandon just slowed him down enough for everybody else to come get him. So that's how you got to do it right there. Play it like that.
And I think we kind of knew that was coming. He just a quick snap, and he just throws it out to Devereaux. But that allowed 3 or 4 of our kids to get there. And like you said, Brandon was able to slow him down for no gain. So tremendous play, Brandon Harper.
Hey, Coach, if I'm up here calling their play before they run it, you know good well that Coach Crawley knows it.
Yes, absolutely.
He already knew what was happening on that play. So.
Yes, and here we go. This is going to be another passing down. So, we're going to be able to game plan for this. Now, Brandon looks like he's flipping to this side. And now they got 2.
They got Devereaux in the backfield, it looks like, Coach.
Yep, sure do.
Just going to keep an eye on it. It looks like
go.
he's going to fake it to him, and then they're going to run a little
nowhere to go
screen on the outside and just met immediately.
Man, so just Malachi Nelson just coming out of the backfield, and they just tried a little toss or pass to him, and nowhere to go because Trevor Wardrop had just a dead beat on that thing.
He was eating.
Yes,
That guy was eating. He knew that it was coming his way. He just buried his head in the ground and just took off after him. He didn't even have to look around. He knew where it was going.
Hey, I'm going to predict something tonight. I think I mentioned it earlier. We are going to have a kicking game touchdown.
Oh,
I'm calling it right now,
let
baby.
It be said. Let
calling
it be written.
Calling it right now.
Right.
I was watching this kid punt a couple. He punts some low liners, or he did that first week. And if he does that with 2 guys back here, Brandon Harper and Wardrop, anything can happen to that point.
Yeah, let's watch this downfield blocking. Well, we got Kirby up in front as well. Here we go. Let him punt it off. Oh, and it is a low liner, and it's right to Brandon. Brandon's looking to pick it up at the 30. He looks his field down. He runs to the left. He's got a good move on the outside. He's going to step out of bounds and great field position all the way to, it looks like about the 47-yard line, Coach.
Man.
All right?
Again, I don't know if he's missing those kicks, but that's what he did against Cash back on August 27th. They kept those low kicks, man, and was allowing them to kind of have a decent return. So
Well,
that's going to be big for us this
Yeah,
evening.
when you kick those low like that, you don't allow your team to run down there and cover at all.
Fortunately, they got kind of a decent bounce.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
exactly. He didn't catch it in the air, right?
No, yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe that's something we might game plan for next time. Hey, you get one up and one back. How about that?
That's right.
Instead of side by side. Looks like they're going to hand it to Trevor Wardrop on the right-hand side. He's wrapped up and tackled from behind by number 5 for the El Reno Indians.
Yeah, that's Xavier Devereaux. I believe that's Mikey's brother.
I gotcha.
He's a senior as well, and they're just good athletes, man.
Looks like he's probably coming from the linebacker position,
yes,
position.
Linebacker in position. He read that really well, and he just kind of saw Wardrop coming on the jet sweep, and gosh, I think we're gonna have Wardrop down here in the flat too.
Brandon Harper goes in motion. Colin Fisher looks to fake to him. Looks like it's a little screen pass up the middle.
Screen pass, but it's dropped.
Yeah, and it goes right over the top of Colin Thomas's head there, just a little bit.
Yep, just kind of overthrew Thomas there just a little bit. Had the right. I think if he catches that, a little bit better throw, Thomas would have had time to turn and ran possibly for that first down, but just kind of got a little excited there.
Well, that's going to bring up a third and looks like about 14.
Yep.
We might even call that almost 15 there. That's a long third down.
I think we're going deep.
Yeah, they just kind of get him out of the pocket.
Colin Fisher looks deep down the middle. Oh, he threw it to the middle. And then, Trevor turned to the left, but Colin thought he was going to turn to the right, and it just ended up just going. He was open, though, there.
Yes, he was, and kind of streaking down the field. Mikey Devereaux had a beat on Colin there, and he just didn't quite have enough juice on that throw. So you got to give credit to El Reno there on a 3 and out.
Sure,
absolutely. That was a nice series for them.
Well, that's going to bring up our punter, number 12, Logan Kirby, sophomore, 5'9", 155. I was watching him hit those from the end zone in warm-up, and he was absolutely punting the ball. And if that's the case, we might have some good field position here. They've got number 1 to return. Again, it's Devon Smith is his name, a junior, 5'8", 135. So I can and it's kind of a low liner too, but we're already down there.
Took an El Reno Indian bounce. Still not bad, though, right on the 25-yard line. So good kick. Actually went to the 24. So that will still put them kind of deep in their territory. So good job there, Logan Kirby.
Yeah, well, we'll be right back here at noblebears.tv.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as
We are
lawyers,
back
as a
here at
friend.
Noble Stadium. Indians look to hand off over on the left-hand side. They got a big hole on the left, and looks like he runs all the way down to about the 45-yard line.
Yep, just right there, just Malachi Nicholson just coming in motion. Quick give to him around the edge, and he was able to pick up a huge first down. Again, nothing to that play. We see that quite a bit. Man in motion. That's nothing
new to this.
Nothing new, and just gonna have to stay home and know your. So we got trips to us here. This is kind of a unique set. I have not seen, or didn't see much of that in that first game anyway.
Quarterback looks to throw to the left, and it is Devereaux who he looks to throw to. Devereaux's a little frustrated. He's looking back at his quarterback, like pouting and hitting the ground a little bit, like.
And it's tough for Parker or Cooper Park, the quarterback for El Reno. I mean, good Lord, he's a sophomore, kind of getting thrusted in this. I don't know. The other quarterback is the Evan Romanos kid, the junior. So I don't know. Maybe they'll rotate him, maybe quarters. I don't know what they're doing here, but it's kind of a tough situation here for Park.
Well, I'm sure to let you know, they didn't give very many snaps to anybody else other than Dorian Plumley, who is a tremendous athlete. And, I haven't said this ever, but I'm just kind of glad that kid is gone.
That's coming back, guys. We got a hold here.
Yep, got a hold.
Yep, got a hold. He was right on it, so that's going to be coming back. But again, I mean, that's obviously that hold was there because of the hold. But, man, that's still before the hold. He was up, 5 yards up the field. And we got dodged the bullet there, guys.
Home crowd's definitely cheering for that one. They know that they
Man.
missed a bullet there because he hit that sideline. He was gone.
Yes,
there
he
wasn't anybody
was.
catching him.
He's pretty quick. That's number 14. That's Cade Mayo. He was one of the captains for the Indians this evening, and the kid's a senior. He can go, too. I remember him from last year. But, yeah, Matt, you're right. Dorian Plumlee, my goodness, that kid was – he was like I was telling some guys that hadn't seen him play, he reminded me of Lamar Jackson, the quarterback for the Ravens.
It kind of does, where you think you just almost have him, and he just makes some unbelievable moves.
Man.
They're like, where did that come from?
And I think what kind of blew my mind a little bit is how strong he was.
Yeah.
You would have him in your grasp, but he would just bust loose to that.
Yeah.
He was a fantastic. He's at OU now, walked on at OU. So, all right, there we go.
Well, they tried to run one up the middle, and it just got stuffed. So there wasn't anything there, and that's going to bring up a long third down, Coach.
Yes, it is. So give to Devereaux up the middle, and credit our defensive line, Max Savageau and Tavian Givens leading the way, and then the backers coming in, Jackson Stewart, and looks like Colton Hester in there as well.
Yeah, that was Xavier Devereaux. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, number
Okay.
5.
Number 5, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
yeah, these
switched them off a little bit there. Now, I don't even see 34 on the
okay,
field. Oh, here he
check
just
back.
came
Yeah,
on. Okay.
he's split
right.
wide
All right.
there. I guess they kind of feel like just having him out in space kind of gives him a better chance to, obviously it's kind of like with Brandon Harper, the ball in his hand is always a chance to go to 6. And maybe that's what the coaching staff thinks for El Reno as well.
We got 3 seconds left on the play clock, and they go ahead and stop it, and they call a timeout for the El Reno Indians. Why don't we go ahead and take that with them, Jack, here at NobleBears.tv. We are back here at Noble Stadium. James Reed again down on the field for us, filling in for Scotty Harper. Thank you very much, James, for that. But, yeah.
Yeah, they're the smaller front on the defense. I know last 2 games we've had that bigger front up there, and they've switched them in and out. And our defense is a little bit spread out, a little bit back on a lot of these plays. So that's probably why they're getting more of those, 5, 6, 7-yard runs.
Right.
Try to screen here. Yep, just throw it away. Good decision by Cooper Park there. Nothing. I think they tried a screen play. Nothing is there, so he just threw that ball away to the sideline, and they will have to punt this ball away. So good job defense coming in and getting a stop here.
I mean, they didn't let him have anything,
No,
James,
not
on
at all.
that one. So it was a stone cold defense right there.
Yes, it's working, so just keep with it.
Did you see that punt earlier, James, him hitting it so low like that from where you're at down there?
I think it was Scott. They were doing that in the warm-ups as well, and I seen that as well. So we'll see how this one goes.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
here we go.
It was interesting. They had Devereaux kind of in motion, kind of a decoy that play.
I
They
saw
tried to
that.
go the other
Brought it this
so-
way, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's a little better. Okay,
There you
Trevor
go.
Wardrop over on the right-hand side finds
Yep.
a little hole.
We got
I see a flag on
yep.
the play.
Bet we got a hold on the Bears here. It's kind of usually anytime, the return, you can almost call it every time if you wanted to on a return, right, on a punt. I mean, it just happens quite a bit.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to have 10 yards back into our territory here.
Well, that happened at about the 50, so then that's going to bring it right at the, let's call it the 38-yard line, maybe 39 then?
Yep, 38-yard line, but hey, that's still tremendous field position.
Yep.
Looking at it with the spread offense that we put out here. So, okay, we need to go score, punch us in. Hey, real quick, we got a big game. I always love when we have 1 versus 2 matchups, and we have one of those tonight in Class 4A. Tuttle is at Cushing. Tuttle's number 1, Cushing number 2, and Tuttle is up 7-0 right now. 1 versus 2 right there.
Man, that's a slugfest right
yes,
there.
It is.
Wow.
Both those coaches talked on the radio this week with Mark Rogers, and really exciting to.
Now, is that playing in Tuttle or
No,
they
it's at Cushing.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
It'll be at Cushing.
All right.
So yeah.
Wow. Well, we got a chance to cover Tuttle last year one time.
Yeah, sure
Remember when
did.
we got a chance to play Blanchard play Tuttle and we were there? Looks like Colin Thomas up the middle,
Boom, there we go.
wrapped up,
No, he's
thrown down to the
There-
ground.
He's down.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For
Colin
sure.
Thomas just up the middle there, and number 35, Nate Carty just kind of wraps him up and slings him to the turf, but not before we got 4 right there. So a nice first down gain for Colin Thomas.
The Bears in their all black.
You know, we kind of
look to the left.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of, we're all 11 of us are kind of relatively close to each other. And at some point, there's a little swing, but
the ball may be lying. No, he called it incomplete.
Man, and he had some real estate, guys. If he catches that, because we have Brandon Harper out blocking number 17, and that could have maybe gone the distance.
We are so close at every one of these. I just don't know what's happening right now as far as catching the ball. It just seems like it's
a little sloppy right now this first quarter. It hadn't been as crisp as we've been the first 3 weeks, but they are kind of blitzing and bringing these kids hot a lot. So
right over the middle, Brandon Harper with a great catch and a perfect throw right down the center. That's going to pick up the Noble Bear first down.
Yeah, tremendous. Just a kind of a deep slant for Brandon Harper right over the middle, and a tremendous throw by Colin right on the money, and picks up that first down.
He stepped into that one.
Yes, he did. And I told him this week is like when your mechanics start to fall, kind of like Spencer Rattler. When his mechanics are bad, the throws are bad. So there was dadgummit. Yeah, so we got a false start here, but I was just telling him just to really step into those throws, and because you're gonna have to have a little zip on these things when you're going over the middle, especially.
Well, if he wouldn't have thrown it, the defender was right there. So if he would have just eased off that ball at all, it would have, they would have had a chance to break it up or even, intercept it. But he stepped into it, delivered a perfect bullet right to Brandon Harper. So we got stacked twins over on both sides. So up and down, you'll see them stacked on top of each other. That's just a nice formation to hand off. I mean, nice formation to set up, and he's got a lot of plays off of that as well. So
just a quick give to Colin Thomas and gets us back to the original line of scrimmage. Sets up a 2nd down and 10, but nice play again, like the stacked twins again. Oh, good spin. Yeah, we had. I keep hearing a whistle, guys. James, are you hearing a whistle down there?
I think up in the stands, maybe.
Hey, okay, because you got to find that because that whistle can't. I mean, it can't be in here.
Man, because I was like, man, is there a whistle being blown right now? Because I thought there was a little bit of confusion. I know it looked like they had about 15 men on the field right there. So.
Yeah. They were trying to switch out. They saw that double stack and maybe a passing down, and so they brought in some of the different kids.
Now we have, here we go.
See, I just heard it again. I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah, we got to find that and get that out of here, man. You can't have that whistle blown. See,
okay, they're putting some more time on the clock, I believe, is what they're doing here. 1:35 is what they're wanting. Yeah,
okay.
And then we do have the ball out of. Here we go. Right about midfield. Oh, is there a penalty? Okay,
There was a flag on the far side of the field, but I did not see what it was.
Oh, really? Okay. I just saw the gentleman start to march it towards the north there.
I think now they're asking what the coaches want to do.
Gosh, I mean, we take it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Ernie Debernard. Did I say that right again? Debernard.
Ernie Debernard,
Yep. He's the white hat for the night.
Okay. So here's.
No, we're going the wrong way.
Okay, now. Okay. Yeah, we have some. No.
He's got the line of scrimmage.
Well, no, that's where the ball ended, right? That's where he got tackled. So it should be 5, whatever the call was. Did we ever see a call?
I never saw a flag.
Wow, that was a little chaotic right there, guys.
Well, we're going to be back in the game. Okay, here we go. Colin Fisher. Oh, there's something else. It's no call. Brandon Harper with the ball on the outside. And again, something good's going to happen. He's all the way down, about a yard, maybe call it 2 yards until a first down.
Gosh, should I tell you what? We get a little swing pass out to Brandon Harper. I think if he goes, Lucas Conley had a great block up there. Just go around the edge. It looked like he had it, but he kind of did a jitter step and allowed that was Devon Smith to kind of break loose of that block and pulled him down. But again, got about 3 or 4 on that play.
We're finding ways to get Brandon the ball though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time, and so that's really helpful.
That was almost false start.
False start.
Golly, guys. It's just we have not been clean at all.
I'm not sure which team looks like they haven't played in 3 weeks.
No doubt,
right now.
man. No doubt. I mean that was I believe that was Caden Dominy there. Just kind of went a little bit early, and we're going to have to get that cleaned up right now.
That was it was going to be probably a pretty easy 3rd down when you're sitting there 3rd and 1 and a half, 3rd and 2. Now you're back up about like 7 yards to go, and call it a deep 6. And
here we go under center again. I kind of like this. Kind of a different look.
Fake reverse over to Brandon. Colin Fisher looks to run to the left. He throws a dart right to number 3. Hit him right in the chest, and he drops the ball. Now, I think Colin could have probably ran that one, but my goodness, he just he extended the play and threw it to a perfect spot.
Wow.
Hit him right in the chest.
Yeah, that's again, he's been solid all year, but yeah, that throw was right there on the money. These are the kind of things that we can't let slide. We can't keep them in the ball game. Remember, I said we got to jump on them, keep them down, don't keep them in this ball game. And those are the kind of plays we got to have. That ball was right on the money. So we are going to have to figure this out pretty quickly, moving into the second quarter.
Good snap all the way back to Logan Kirby. The ball is punted. It is a high punt. Goes over the top of the lights. Nice bounce.
There we go.
Even a better bounce. It's all the way down to the 15, the 12, all the way down to about the 12-yard line.
Okay, very good. So good punt, Logan Kirby. Nice bounce at the end, and sets them up deeper in their territory. So that is really good punt.
Well, we'll be right back here at NobleBears.tv.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system?
We're back here at Noble Stadium. We got back right before they snapped the ball. The El Reno Indians did. Again, they hand the ball off across the middle. There's a giant hole over the middle side, and running back, is that number 5 again, Coach, that ran?
I believe that's number 3.
Yep,
yes.
number 3. It'd be Malachi Nicholson, again, the sophomore, 5'9". So some of their young kids are getting a lot of playing
really
time.
are. And, again, there's not really much to that. It's just kind of finds a little hole up at the line of scrimmage and cuts back to his right and took it out for about 9 yards on that first down play. Got them out of their territory. I bet they let this go to the second quarter.
Yeah, I believe so. There's 10 seconds and counting right now, so they're probably going to go all the way to the second quarter. And we're going to stay here.
Okay.
And then maybe you can give us some
Yes,
updates or what have you. But are here in Noble Stadium, and I know you guys are at home right now, but they're literally there's got to be a couple thousand people here for the Noble side, and it is a packed crowd. El Reno brought a lot of people.
Yeah,
they
sure did.
They came trailing in, and so they've got a large crowd over there cheering on their boys. And
starting to file in a little bit.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I do have a kind of a shocking score here.
Uh-oh.
Ardmore 21, Southeast 12. So that is interesting there. So
Southeast 12.
Yeah, Southeast 12. I'm looking at that's the second quarter. 7 minutes left.
Say that again, because that is shocking.
Yeah, Ardmore 21, Southeast 12. So again, you just never know. Turnovers.
Yeah.
Some injuries is always kind of a concern of any game. But and I just lost my signal here.
Well, you will. We'll get it back. But man, I mean, Ardmore's. I thought they'd be one of those games that they'd just run away with.
Yeah, no doubt. And let me see if I can get. Yeah, it's trying to load here.
Yeah.
The other big one was the Duncan Lawton Mac game, and earlier it was 15-0 Lawton Mac. It was going into the second quarter, and like we said, those Lawton Mac and Ardmore, they're going to be solid, man. And
yeah, they
just
always
tough.
They just almost like reload, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of like Carl Albert, just year after year, man.
Here we go back to action. Looks like a handoff up the middle. Again, there's a hole over on the right-hand side. Number 14 with the ball in his hand, and that's Cade Mayo.
Yep.
He gets tackled, and
I think it was Caden Dominy with the tackle. It's hard to see with these black unis. It's hard to see their numbers.
Yeah.
So just kind of.
I almost watch the way they run, and I can tell who it is.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what I do as well.
Oh
man, they're just and again the strength of their team. A lot of these kids are back off the offensive line, so they got some good continuity there with those big boys up front, and they're doing a nice job of creating some running lanes for those tailbacks.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, Coach talked about that they haven't played in a couple weeks. We don't have any game film on them. We don't know what they're up to, what they're going to be doing. So it's hard to kind of predict and coach against that. But
nice job.
Yeah, that was a good job right there. Stuffed him right away as soon as he touched the ball there.
Okay, now that, I believe, was Mason Crawford, number 54. The kid has played really well, a sophomore for the Bears, was able to get in the backfield and bring him down for that 1-yard loss. So just a quick give, nothing there. And he tried to spin out of that, but we brought him down. That was a nice play. Real nice play.
We got Devereaux, number 34. He's the lone receiver over on the right side. Cooper
Yep,
Park
just gonna
looks
be-
right at him. Brandon Harper's right there along with,
Yep.
looks like Colin Thomas, no?
It's Luke
Hester.
Connell. Oh, Devin Hester. Yeah,
Devin
yeah,
Hester,
Devin
okay.
Hester. Very good.
Nicely done, Devin.
I'm going to turn this down just a tad. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can see better there. Yeah, so a good gang tackle there. Sets up a big third down. I mean, if you come up short here, I don't know. It's a little early to be going for it in your territory. So big down here.
They've got a long 5. That's a
sure
long
do.
5.
Watch the football, guys. Watch the ball.
Bell toll
Reno was
rings.
trying there.
Yeah.
I think we called. Is it Colton Hester that we?
Number
got that-
42. Yes.
Is it 42 or 43?
Looks like handoff right away. He's hit
Nice.
immediately.
Bears got him tied up. Yep.
There we go. Very nice.
Boy, they brought the pressure that time.
Great pursuit there. Gives to number 5. That's Xavier Devereaux. And we had a nice push there. Probably Savageau. Looks like Bryson Crawley, and I couldn't tell who the other kid was in the backfield, but they were able to gang tackle and bring him down.
Yeah, there were definitely 3 or 4 of them back there.
Outstanding effort right there for the defense. Man, the defense has played well so far. We just got to go punch one in right now.
Not knowing what they're doing,
Yeah.
they definitely have stepped up. So
Yeah,
great job.
Absolutely. Watch something crazy here. Just to watch the football. Don't jump.
That's precious 5 yards on that 4th down.
Yes, it is. And there's
Man,
a low
that's
liner
low
again. Go
liner.
get that. Let's go, Brandon.
Brandon's got this one. If he comes across this way, we may have something. We
good
may
block
have
there.
something. See if he can take him. Oh, no, don't. Oh, you're going to get
There's
that call
flag.
every time.
Yeah, you can't do it, man.
Every time you're going to get that call for a blindside block.
Yep.
Every time.
Luke Conley knows
You
better
got
than
to
that
know
too,
better
man.
than that.
All you got to do is don't come right, just shield him, right? Logan Kirby did a fantastic job of this a couple weeks ago. We had a long return, and he just kind of stopped in front of the kid, and the kid ran into him. So you just got to learn from that, man, because those are big plays. Rather than having the ball deep in our territory, now we're going back, deep in their territory.
Right. Now we're going
Now we're
way
going the
back
other
in
way.
ours.
So,
Golly.
gosh.
Just kills the momentum
Yeah,
when
it
you
sure
have
does.
something like that. You know, Brandon's excited because he had such a big-time return. But, yeah, there was a beeline that kid was going for Brandon, and just you're in the middle of it there. It's hard to
Absolutely.
just slow up, you know.
And I don't even think he hit the kid, but just the pure, just going through the motions of it, right?
Yeah.
The ref sees that, and he's going to call that every single time.
Right.
So it's just something you have to know not to do there.
You know, it's funny. I wonder if we did have a replay, if he did even touch him on that.
Because
Man.
I don't know if he did, but either way, it was kind of tough.
Well, there's a pass right
Jeez.
across the middle and hit.
Okay,
Trevor Wardrop.
he's now number 17 for El Reno. That is Kobe Knoll. He broke on that pretty quickly, but gosh, it hit him in the hands again, and kind of went through his hands there. So we're gonna have to start corralling these footballs in, because I think that'd have been another big gain there for us. Obviously,
Yeah, there's nobody there. They're playing one-on-one ball right here.
yeah.
All right, Colin Fisher looks to the left where his trips are at. Looks to hand off over the left-hand side. Colin Thomas, he's a big hole.
There we go.
He picks up about 8, maybe 9 yards.
Yeah, great job there. That right at the marker, I believe we're going to have a penalty, or a marker. So great job there. So Thomas just kind of coming off the left edge there, and he found a nice hole. Great job offensive line, and he's right on the first down marker there. So that was a good effort there by Colin Thomas.
Yeah, the way the line was blocking on that, it looked like he was supposed to come inside a little bit more, but he kicked out and got a few more yards.
Okay,
out of it.
very
You guys
good.
check out Caden Dominy. Keep an eye on him. Nice block,
There he
Caden
comes
Dominy,
again.
right over
Oh.
on the left-hand
Yeah.
side.
Kind of saw him working that knee a little bit.
I
saw
don't
that.
know. Was it ankle or knee?
Yeah,
Because I kept seeing him shake his
Yeah.
ankle a little bit. Here we go. Here
Kind
comes.
of gingerly there. I saw that. I thought it was Luke Conley actually.
See,
But yeah, you're right. It is
look at-
Dominy there for
look
sure.
At him, look at him kind of limping this way, Coach.
I think he's okay. Now, good. I like we kind of get this run kind of established here a little bit. A couple of first downs for Colin Thomas. We have some equipment issues here, but
Number 34.
There's a
got his
teammate
tie
right
shoe.
there.
yeah, there you go. We got to have one of our teammates is tying. Maybe it was a loose shoe. That's the problem here. Who knows?
Okay. All right, we'll go with that.
Okay. But yeah, is that Caden?
Yeah, it's Caden Reed down there.
Caden Reed to the rescue. Attaboy.
There you go. That old Caden, he's something else, man. He's a chip off the old blocker. I know you used to block all the time, didn't you there, James? Uh-oh. Colin Fisher looks like he's in trouble, and he runs to the right, comes back around, and is corralled up. It just didn't have anybody open downfield.
Yeah, nothing there, and he tried to kind of improvise a little bit, and just he tried to spin back and go towards their sideline, and they just had pursuit on him for about a 6-yard loss. Man, they're giving Brandon about 10 yards of cushion here, but they are able to run to the ball pretty quickly. I'm not gonna lie, this is something I did not see in that first game with Cash. Now they didn't throw the ball very often, but it didn't look like these kids pursued the ball very good.
Looks like Dominique's coming out, and Logan Kirby comes back in and replaces him. Maybe they can take a look at what's going on here.
He's favoring it.
Something's not right. I can tell. Colin Fisher looks back to the right, then back to the left, hits Brandon Harper right in the chest.
Guys,
drops the ball.
That is the 5th or 6th drop tonight. I don't know if they're just hearing footsteps or what's going on here, but man, that's rough. I mean, it just sets up puts us in a tough spot here. 3rd and 15 now, and just kind of uncharacteristic for our guys.
It really is, man. Especially these shorter passes that are just delivered right at you, and it's not like they're bombs.
That's free play, guys. That's a free play. It should have been a flag.
I don't see a flag, but
Colin Fisher looks to make a move. Goes over on the left-hand side. He busts through 2, cracks somebody right in the head, says, "I'm going to get me 10 yards, baby." Wow! That was a big-time play by Colin Fisher over on the left-hand side.
So the kid had him corralled about the 45. He spun out of that, and then he just lowered his shoulder and was able to get that first down. That was a tremendous run by Colin Fisher.
Yeah, he wasn't ready to come off the field. He was not giving up.
Yeah, it was like that's one too many times that we haven't got a first down. I can see it kind of. It was a big time hit, Coach.
Yeah, I think it banged him up, but that was kind of bailed us out of there on that 3rd down play.
Absolutely. Handoff to Colin Thomas over on the left hand side.
Yep.
Looks like he may have picked up a yard. We're going to go ahead and call him down. There's 6:50 left in the second quarter. The Noble Bears are leading 7-0.
Okay. Man, that was a tremendous run there, man. Great play there to get us out of a hole. Now we just got to keep still. I kind of like what we have here. It kind of slowing it down, getting these runs going. If we can establish this run here and burn this clock, nothing wrong with that, man.
Sometimes you got to establish the run to set up the pass. We tried the pass to set up the run, and my goodness, we just can't get anybody to catch a ball. Colin Fisher looks to throw to the right, and then there's a ball up in the air. It is caught by Trevor Wardrop, and then he go ahead.
First down, he was fumbling it there, almost losing it, but
he found a way to catch it. I mean, it took him twice, but he got it, though. It just was up in the air.
Man, so another good throw there, and good concentration. Trevor Wardrop to corral that ball in and able to pick up that first down. But, man, so that could have been set us up in another tough situation, but good catch there.
Oh.
I wonder, because it's district play, has that got them a little bit on edge or a little bit off?
Yeah, who knows? And maybe they just don't know much about him. Maybe I don't hope they didn't take him lightly, because after what happened last year to us,
ball's on the ground. Colin Fisher gets down on his knee.
That should have been a flag.
Yeah. It's just kind of
boom boom play.
It's a boom boom play,
yeah.
And they usually though the whistle. I'm actually kind of surprised with as soft as our world is these days. They didn't call that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
You touched another
player.
player.
He just went down, and the kid was just flying upfield, so you can't really blame him for playing hard.
Yeah. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, exactly. So just back here.
Colin Fisher looks to throw to the right. He's got somebody open. And it is intercepted by number 23. Caught it right over his shoulder, and he's down at the 2-yard line. So turnover on downs, and that'd be El Reno Indians' ball on the turnover. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the very first interception of the year for Colin Fisher.
Yes, and we tried again, just kind of a deep pattern there, and the kid just read that well. Give him credit. That was number 23. That was Deacon Martin coming up with that Oski there. Now, it did put them in a hole here. They're on their 2-yard line.
Yeah.
So we have to make this count here and keep them 3 and out would be huge.
Get that field position back.
Get the field position back, and we get the ball second half as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, just I think he tried to force that one there a little bit, and, first pick of the season.
Yeah. Well, and that was a good play by number 23, so you got to give him credit too. So let's give a couple shout-outs while we got this chance here. How about number 18, Colin Fisher. It was his birthday on Tuesday.
Yes,
So,
yep.
hey, he turned 17, right?
Yes, he did. 17.
Yeah, and James' son, Caden, turned 18 on Wednesday.
Oh, very
so,
nice.
Very nice for both those. Give
Yep,
them a
happy
big
birthday,
shout
boys.
out.
Yep.
My brother, as a matter of fact, on Wednesday turned 18. So Caden and my brother, their birthdays are on the same day. And
Okay.
Lee's always watching, so shout out to you, Mr. Lee. I call him that, Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee. Very
Mr.
nice.
Lee.
Okay.
All right, so that would be the quarterback again,
Just a give there. Okay.
right up the middle. And there's
Good
nothing,
job. Nothing there.
Oh, and they're trying to tackle him in the end zone, but they're going to give him that spot. Looks like he got all the way out to about the 3, maybe 4-yard line.
Looks like they gave him about a 1 yard on that carry there. So here again, that's a great push by the defensive front. And I think that was led by Max Savageau and Mason Crawford. So tremendous job, boys, of keeping them, at the line of scrimmage.
Right. They get the play called in from the sideline, and that's Cooper Park, number 12, your quarterback.
Yep, here we go. They do a really good job of firing off the ball, the offensive line. And there you go, another great tackle there.
They picked up a couple of yards
Yep,
there, but
sure
it's going to
did.
bring up a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, maybe. So
Wow,
It's
he's
a little bit more than that.
wow. They gave him about 3rd and 4 there. So they gave him about a 5-yard gain. So that sets up a pretty big 3rd down play here for the Indians.
it does indeed.
If they cannot get out of this should give us tremendous field position here. So you got to think something to Devereaux here or the Devon Smith kid. Or excuse me, I'm not Devon Smith, number 3, Malachi Nicholson. That's
So they got those two out on the edge. Devereaux is out on the edge. They
Close
look to
snap.
throw to the right. He looks up the
Ball's
middle.
up.
Ball's up in the air. It looks like it's a jump ball.
Golly,
Hey, we knocked
fellas.
it down.
I mean, we just can't catch
Two
anything
guys
tonight,
going
guys.
for the same ball. So
Yeah, good effort. You love the effort there, but man, even though they both go up for it, the ball should still be caught, right?
Right.
I mean, it's just a floating in there. So, but either way, they knocked it down. Good position there for the boys, and should give us tremendous field position on this play. Here is our touchdown for the kicking game.
Here it is.
Here we go,
man. It's
baby.
set
Here we
up
go.
Perfect. But they can catch these. They've been able to catch every one of these punts.
Gosh,
so.
I would scoot up about 5 yards, man, because the kid he's kicking those low liners, but it's not very deep.
I bet he's a little nervous now kicking this one in the end zone. Are we coming? Are we coming? No. Hey, that's not too bad of a
See,
punt right
just
there.
scoot up about 5 yards, and you catch that. Oh, he's down right there.
Yeah,
So we're going to have tremendous field position.
Kind of right where we it was a little closer whenever he threw the interception, right? Wasn't it?
Yes, we were a little bit closer than this. And that's kind of a terrible spot, by the way. He touched that about the 36, but
He hit his
that's
knee
okay.
or something, right? Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear about this Caleb Wagner?
Caleb Wagner.
Yeah,
I
you
did
guys
not.
got to listen to this. So he's a running back out of Florida, and he plays for a school named Baker, and he broke the single game rushing record, 535 yards in one game, 6 touchdowns.
Jeez.
And it wasn't a blowout. It was like 49-42 is the score of the game.
535 yards. Wow, that's amazing.
He was so happy about it, and he'd been helping these 5th grade kids. He said the coolest moment, listen to this, the coolest moment was at the end of it, and these 5th grade kids were standing up, and they were all cheering for him. And these are kids that he helps out. And he said, being able to do that for youth and being a positive role model was such a cool thing. He said that was really cool right up until I got to the locker room, and I looked at my Instagram account, and I got an Instagram message from Derrick Henry that said, "Congratulations for breaking my record."
Oh, that's outstanding.
So before I finish the story, the kid's like so excited about it. Derrick Henry says, "Hey, I'm going to send you my shoes and my gloves so that you can have those." And so the kid's like freaking out. The only thing is, the kid was born without a hand and an arm on his left-hand side. Yes, sir. You got to watch that.
Was this on ESPN? Was it like ESPN? That's something ESPN
I
would
dug
put on
all
there.
this stuff up, man.
That's
So
awesome,
this
man.
is such a great story.
I have not heard about that, but that is a tremendous story.
Caleb Wagner.
535 yards, man. Wow, guys. I mean, so he's trying to run before he catches it. You got to secure the ball, and man, that's about his 5th drop tonight. And again, as we said, it's very uncharacteristic of Wardrop because he has been so sure-handed this whole season. And man,
Am I going to bring everybody in, and we might just be running the ball?
yeah,
on
I
this
mean,
next
hey,
couple.
just see what we got. But man, hell, we're just going to go ahead and run it, like you say. And
I
gosh,
think they knew that too. I
there's
mean,
nothing
it's
there.
just-
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you kind of that puts us in a tough spot here.
when you take away the Noble Bears passing game, that's
Yeah, you're
75%
right.
of the
75%,
offense.
man.
At
It is
least.
the way we air it out,
Mhm.
and man, you got to give these kids credit. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the film I saw of them against Cash, and maybe I'm not giving Cash enough credit, but
Oh,
It's going to be a first down.
Art.
that
But-
kid came through way after Colin had delivered that ball. He's looking right
Reed's
at the
happened to
white
come
hat
off.
that was standing right beside him, and he said, "Man,
Yeah.
that had to have been
Yeah.
late." He got
But tremendous. He stayed in there, made a nice throw to Brandon Harper over the middle, and was able to get that first down. So here we go. Maybe this will kind of get us back on track here a
Yeah.
little bit, because that was a tough kind of a catch in some traffic. So good concentration there for Brandon Harper.
ball thrown over the right. Trevor
good block.
Wardrop
Oh.
catches the ball. Great block.
Yeah, give number 17 some credit there, man.
He's just disruptive.
Yeah,
isn't he?
that Kobe Knoll, he kind of blew through Lucas Conley there on that block and was able to trip Wardrop up. But he still get a 5-yard gain, though.
Yeah.
So there we go, kind of keep moving the chain or, picking up big gains on those first downs.
You get that first and second one in your belly, and you got the ball. You know your momentum, your confidence, everything starts to pick up.
I noticed that time Ward watched the ball all the way into his hands.
He didn't even move until
Yeah,
the ball
so
was in.
that's what we got to have. Just concentrate on that. And
Nice handoff up the middle. He is wrapped up right away. I thought that hole was there for a second.
yeah, just nothing there, guys. That's they kind of slammed that door right away, and we're not just. Again, these kids, they're getting a really good push right up front, and we got number 76. I'm sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, the 76, Bronson Barnett's coming in, sophomore, 6'2", big kid, 285 pounds.
Okay, good. So now, his debut was against Midwest City, and it's just interesting because those Midwest City kids, man, were quite a bit bigger than these kids. Maybe the quicker they are, the little. Oh boy!
Oh, that snap went back right through his legs. And they've got somebody on
Snap
him right
was
away.
low.
Oh. Just tripped Brandon Harper, who picked it up, and I thought he was going to be able to escape out of there, but he didn't, and that brings up fourth down.
So
this brings up fourth down. There we
so
go.
we're gonna have to punt this back to them. Now the clock is moving here. We might as well just let this burn down. But man, this has been, sloppy first half. I mean, that's the only way you can put this thing. We haven't caught the ball. We've had penalties. We've had some bad snaps. I mean, just haven't caught the football at all. So man, we have got to figure some things out at halftime, guys.
Logan Kirby.
Just let that. There you go. Just let that burn down a little bit. There's no rush on this.
Yep, there's 8 seconds left on the play clock, 59 seconds.
They're probably going to call
ticking.
a timeout here. Well, maybe not. Here we go. Yeah, they're going to call a timeout.
Okay.
I think they will.
Yep.
Yeah, Oh, no, we're just going to take.
The delay game and back it up 5 more yards. All right.
That's okay. May have taken a timeout. I mean, we can't take them to the second half, can we?
Yeah, no, they don't let you
Yeah,
do that.
don't let you do that.
Yeah, they don't let you take him home with you either.
So here we go. Just there's good. Oh boy.
Logan Kirby picks it up off the ground, kicks it, bounces over to the right. Looks like it's at about the 29-yard line and then down. Bye.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can just get this to halftime and then regroup, guys, because we, from that first drive when the interception for Domini, and then we go score. You're thinking, okay, this is kind of what we've been doing this whole season. But man, it has been nothing but that. So let's go ahead and get some scoring updates while we're doing a.
Give me some good news about that Ardmore Southeast.
Yeah,
game.
okay. Now it's 35-12 now. Ardmore, they've kind of jumped out a little bit. Lawton Mac 22, Duncan 0. That is at halftime. McAllister is 6. Bishop Kelly is 0. So that's a good game there. And then Guthrie's beating Piedmont 21-7.
I know that Guthrie team's got I just thought they've had a pretty good team. So they're all over Piedmont right now.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to try to. Look at the wheel route. Oh.
And they kick it out to number 34.
Good job there, Caden Domini. Devereaux just rolls to he fakes the give and he rolls to his right and finds Devereaux. That's a pretty nice pass there for Park.
24 seconds left in the first half. El Reno Indians look like they're going to try to get off one more play before the half.
Okay. I mean, gosh, you just got to think they're going to just either swing it or just try to go. There he comes, rolls to his right. Stay. Oh, that's not about the intended target, 23, I believe.
Trevor Wardrop was on the coverage to number 23 on the outside. 23 for the Indians was Deacon Martin.
Deacon Martin, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Deacon Martin. And then, so that brings up a 3rd and 3 with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, so this, I mean, now we got a timeout, Bears. Okay, so we're gonna kind of get a breather here a little bit. But man, I don't know what's going on, guys.
Got a lot to talk about at
halftime.
halftime.
A lot to talk about, and I can't even talk. A lot to talk about is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Man, it's just been tough, man. Just uncharacteristic drops. Some of the Caden Reed has been money all year. Just some weird things that are happening. Colin just kind of overthrowing a few kids. It just hadn't been that way. So, but you know what? This is football. It's a long season.
Right.
You're going to have moments like this, right?
Right.
You're not going to play perfect all the time. So it's kind of how you rebound from these kind of moments, and that's what creates champions.
Absolutely. Well, you guys be sure and stick around for halftime. We've got the halftime performance by the True Blue Band, and then also the Cheer and Palm will be here within just a few seconds after that. We've got Leland Palmer in the building tonight. He's going to come in and talk about cross country and
nice.
The fundraiser that they're doing for that. And we still got some football left, though, right now. So,
now we
might get another timeout
here. Okay. This is interesting. Do we not have the right personnel coming out of the timeout? I'm sorry.
I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we'll take a timeout with them here at NobleBears.tv.
Noble Bear fans of all ages, be sure and check out the website NobleBearFootball.com. Go underneath the shop tab where you'll find clothing, hats, accessories, all kinds of Noble Bear swag, even those hard-to-find hoodies. Go shop NobleBearFootball.com.
Yeah, go shop NobleBearFootball.com. It is, again, the website, NobleBearFootball.com. It looks like a lot of people took advantage of that. We've had over our broadcast on this station, NobleBears.tv, every single week, we've averaging 5,862 IP addresses that have tuned in and watched our game.
That's good stuff, man.
It is good stuff. So I'm not sure how many are on there right now, but I'll be able to get those numbers. Actually, found out that I'd be able to get those before we even get out of here. So number 12 looks to load up. It throws a bomb.
Oh, that's offensive pass interference.
And
They
they
didn't
just
call
haven't
it.
called, really.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. But that ends the quarter and ends the half. And let's go to halftime. And it's the Noble Bears again, 7, El Reno Indians 0. So, Coach, there is a lot to talk about at the half.
Yeah, and it looks like we may have another play here, actually. I don't know there was a little bit of time left when the ball hit the turf. And I guess because I saw about 0.6.
I saw the same thing, yeah, 0.6.
So I see James, I see Ray getting crazy. Is he pretty fired up right now?
He's just trying to keep them from, falling for I don't know what El Reno, the Indians, would do, but.
Gotcha, yeah.
This is kind of a weird moment and a weird thing. This is one untimed down. I mean, there's literally 0.0 seconds left.
He's just going to down it.
And it's the fourth quarter.
He's going to
hand off.
Good play there.
His own lineman knocked him down to the ground. So
yeah, I think Robbie Bear had a nice little push too on that left end. So, boy, yeah, you are correct. What you were saying, regroup. A lot to talk about right now at halftime, man. So, but hey, good news is we're up 7-0, and we get the football coming back. So there's always a plus somewhere.
There's always those pluses. Well, we're going to let this run through and let you guys take halftime. Watch the True Blue Band perform, and thank you, Emma, for being down on the field and stuff. And yeah, these guys, we've had some students that have been down on the field and they've been doing the camera work. They've just been doing a great job. So hopefully we get some camera work on the True Blue Band, up close and stuff. So. All right. So let's take a half with them, and we'll be back. Well, that's the True Blue Band, and man, they always put on a great performance there. Hey, I am joined here at in the booth with the one, the only, a graduate from Noble High School, and now Coach Leland Palmer. So thank you very much, Leland, for coming in and
thanks for having me.
Visiting with us. And Leland, you're a coach right now. Tell us who you coach, and tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind. Some of the folks that are watching.
Okay, so I'm the assistant coach for cross country. That's kind of what we're doing right now. Tomorrow we have pre-state, and then this year I'll be first-year coach for the boys track head coach.
Oh,
so kind of get that rolling. Hopefully get a lot of these football guys out there and
no doubt,
just kind of see how it goes.
I think I see some speed out there for you too, right?
Oh yeah, I tell them every day I see them like, hey, like you look fast out there. Like let's get you on the track too.
Get those heavy pads off you, and let's see if they can fly.
Yeah, see how fast you really are, you know. But I think a lot of football kids are going to come out this year, and
good.
That'll help us out. So.
Well, it's been really nice having the new track here at the facility, and
yep.
and I can really tell that's building momentum, especially with the cross country. So tell us, if you don't mind, you're in the middle of cross country season right now.
Yep.
Did you just say it's pre-state? Did I hear you just say that?
Yeah, so pre-state
what's that
tomorrow.
mean? Oh.
So it's basically like pretty much how it is kind of like the state setup. So we'll go against only 5A schools.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And pretty much every team that thinks they're going to make it state, they usually go so they can see the best competition in their class.
Okay.
And then we just race. It'll be at MSNFA. That's where states hold.
Is it going to be there again this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was there last year.
Yeah, so it'll be the same place. And then pre-state is just kind of an example so the kids can see who's their competition and where's everyone at.
Kind of where they line up. So they can kind of see that. Now, okay, between pre-state and then state, what are we talking about? Weeks, days? What are we talking about, the time frame in between?
Yeah, about a month.
So,
I mean, basically the last weekend of October is state.
Gotcha.
And so the week before that would be regionals.
Gotcha.
So we got about a month or so.
Gotcha. Are you running out there with them every single day? Are you keeping them?
Not every day, but most of the days, yeah.
Man, long distance running.
Now, Coach Phil, she runs way more than I do. She's out there every day.
Tell us a few of the superstars on the team, if you don't mind, or some ones that you can think of that you think that'll do really well that we need to pay attention to this year.
So I mean, on the girls' side, it's kind of our whole team, really. Yeah. I mean, right now, like beginning of the season, we kind of had some health issues, and it was a little rough the first meet or two, but now we're starting to hook up, and all of our girls are really looking good.
Good.
2 weeks ago, I want to say 8 of our 14 kids PR'd, so everyone's having personal records and looking really good. On the boys' side, I mean, we have a really good chance to make state. And I believe that'll be the first time in 5 or 6 years that they made it state for cross country. Really, on the boys, we need to watch Braylon Freeman.
Yeah.
Because he 2 meets ago he ran 17:25, and so he's really flying right now.
Yeah, and he's getting in better shape, so he's even going to be faster come state time. Well, very good. So, yeah, those girls were really impressive last year. So if you folks didn't get a chance to go out and watch any of the girls compete last year in the cross country, man, they are really, really impressive. So came in second in state last year.
Yeah, we got state runner-up last year.
State runner-up last year. I was there. I had a chance to see that. I was very impressed with them. So I can't wait to follow that whole event again, and we'll get them here on noblebears.tv and maybe do who knows, maybe we might do a tribute video like we did, or we might end up going live and stuff. So, well, tell me, when did you graduate from Noble, if you don't mind?
So I graduated Noble in 2014.
Yeah, 2014. So. I remember you very well as I don't remember the date or when, the year, but I remember watching you play basketball. So that was your love, wasn't it?
Yeah, basketball, that was my sport growing up, and then I did track and soccer as well, but it was always basketball for me.
Yeah.
Played 2 years in college, and then
very nice.
Now I'm back coaching. So
yeah, well, you always knew you were going to do it. Well, I always was impressed you being an athlete on the court and stuff. I always wondered about why we couldn't get you to come out here and play football. Huh?
I don't know. I did it in middle school.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. I just knew like I was more of basketball,
more geared towards that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just focused a little bit on basketball, but like. For me, I liked a lot of running side of things, so I really enjoyed track too.
Well, are you going to help out with the basketball team again this year?
Not this year.
Oh, I'll be darned. Wow.
So I'll be watching this year.
Okay.
So it'll be a little different. I think it'll be hard at first.
I think it will.
Right now, I haven't really thought about it just because cross country's going on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm sure once Vassal season comes, I'll probably miss it. And
Well, they'll probably have something for you to do. Maybe get ready for track or something along those lines. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You got anything else you want to talk about before we end up coming out of here?
So we are doing a fundraiser for our cross country and track program.
Oh, good.
It's kind of a community 5K run.
Okay.
We're going to do it December 4th, which is a Saturday.
December 4th. Mark your calendars.
Yeah.
Okay, so the people can participate in the fun run, or
Yeah, anybody in the community can.
Okay,
there's no age restriction.
Very nice.
So what we're doing is basically we're going to do kind of pre-registration, and so they have till October 28th. It'll be $30, and you get a T-shirt that says Grizzly Bear Run.
Okay, you probably want to wear that the day of the
Yeah,
track. Okay.
yeah. And so the plan is, the run starts at 8 a.m. on that Saturday, December 4th.
Okay.
And then from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., that's when we'll pass all the shirts and get those sorted. And
Oh, okay.
If you want to wear it, you can. Not.
Gotcha.
No
I
big
understand
deal.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. And that fun run is going to be where?
It
Here.
will be in town, so we're going to start and finish at the middle school.
At the middle school. So you're
Yeah.
going to start at Curtis Inge.
And we'll finish there.
And then run through the streets of Noble, or you're just going to run around the outside and
we'll
be in the back?
actually run through the streets. Well, actually, we'll start on A Street.
Okay.
And you'll kind of make your way kind of to central office and by KID.
Okay.
And you kind of just loop back around to the middle school.
Very nice.
And
very
so
nice.
and we're going to, probably next week or in 2 weeks, we'll have a mass email sent out again of the map of the course as well.
Well, you probably need a lot of volunteers as well. I mean, but I was wondering because you can probably have to block off streets and all that kind of stuff. So
we'll need a few volunteers just kind of help with traffic, make sure, everything's safe and we're good to go.
Well, if you guys are listening right now, and I don't know if you know this or not, but we are pulling in noblebears.tv about 5,800 IP addresses per week. So
awesome,
that's the average. And so a lot of people love football, but I think a lot of people love athletics and they love Noble. And so, right now you've got a big crowd looking at you right now, and all you got to do is ask them, and they'll probably want to participate. Do you have a way that they can get a hold of anybody to do this, to help out?
Yeah, so if you didn't get the flyers and stuff, I just set my email on there.
Okay.
And so my email is lpalmer@nobleps.com.
Palmer at nobleps.com. Okay.
Yeah.
And then was there a phone number that they can connect with you too? Or
on the flyer, it's just my email. But,
yeah, we don't give out your personal number.
Yeah, I don't want that many calls yet, But
well, there's 10,000 people watching. You don't want to give out your phone number?
No, I want to pass on that one.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, if they can just email me, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
We already got about 10 to 15 already signed up just from yesterday.
Okay, well, we can pump up those numbers. And again, it's $25 now, $30 the day of the race. And
so it's $30 now, and then the day of the race, you can do $25.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. It's normally not like that, right?
Yeah.
So, normally costs more later. So.
Well, if you do it the day of, you won't get a T-shirt.
I got you. Well, let's go down here on the field if we have any way to control that, and that is the folks that are down here going to be the gold sponsors and the diamond sponsors. It's a super important moment of the night. And, man, the scoreboard's something else, isn't it, Leland?
It is. I love it.
Yeah, and what they're doing is they've given out the gold and the diamond sponsors for the people that are actually the sponsors for it. So I thank you very much for coming in here and sharing that information. And I really want you guys to be a part of it. And Leland Palmer, you guys, give it up for him. All right. Thank you very much, man. Absolutely.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Welcome back here to Noble Stadium. Let's bring it down, or shoot it down, to James as he has a quick interview with the band director.
Yes, I'm here with Tristan Asbury. We just recently acquired her as our Noble True Blue Band director, and she's a 2005 graduate at Noble Schools, correct? And she graduated from OU. She has a couple of degrees there, I believe, a bachelor's and a master's. So, and she was with Capitol Hill for 11 years before coming to us. So my question for you is, what's kind of your view of where we're going to head with the Noble True Blue Band, and what's the future look like for the band?
I really want to bring back some traditions that were really important to us when I was a student, while still maintaining all of the wonderful traditions that they've built over the years, and bring in some new, more modern music, and just make sure the kids are having fun and performing some good stuff.
They were looking really good out there today. I was watching halftime, And I've been up here before watching y'all practice. I know you practice a lot. Can you tell us a little bit about your practice routine, what you do each week?
We practice every day, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., Monday through Thursday. And during that time, they work on music, they work on marching, they work on visual effects. We do all of it in that 2-hour block every single morning.
All right. Well, we appreciate you and welcome you aboard here again with Noble. So it's great to have you.
I'm happy to be home.
Thank you.
All right, go Bears. Excellent.
Very nice.
Yeah, James, way to go. I mean, gets a different interview. I mean, that's totally different than anything else we've ever done before, Coach.
Yeah, sure is. And well done, James Reed. And congratulations for her coming back to Noble. I did not realize she was a Noble grad, first off. That's good stuff.
Very nice. Yeah, James told us all about her. So, yeah, they did a great job at halftime. I know you guys had a chance to see that, and the cheerleaders did as well. But they performed awesome at halftime. Let's hope that the Bears football team got a little inspiration at halftime from Coach George.
Maybe a wake-up call here at halftime. But, again, no reason to panic. You obviously have the lead still, get the ball second half. Just go out, kind of do the things that have gotten us to a 2-1 record and played really well first 3 weeks of the season. We just got to pick it up right now. We just got to catch football. We got to block a little bit better and make a few, better passes here and there. So, overall, wasn't the best, but good news is there's a second half. We can get this corrected.
That's right. There's 4 quarters. There's not 2. There's never been just 2. There's always 4. And we can put a lot of points on the board. This offense can definitely do that. And they had plenty of opportunities. It just looked like that we probably got away from maybe 21 points, more than what we have now. That we had opportunities there to do it.
Sure did, and had some nice drives going, and then maybe stalled by a penalty, or we had the pick kind of deep into their territory. But overall, just it can be a lot better. It goes without saying. But here we go. We're going to start this second half. Need a big return here.
I was kind of wondering about their kicker for the Indians, and I watched him at the beginning of the game kick off, and it just didn't seem like it went very far there. But let's see how he does right now.
Yeah, here we go. And
number
it's just going to be
26,
kind of,
and it barely gets off of the ground. He put everything he could into that. That was Trevor Wardrop that picks the ball up over on the left-hand side. He makes a move, gets tackled by number 13 and number 32 for the Indians, but is all the way down to about the 31-yard line.
Okay, good starting field position this second half. And like I said, just kind of go back to what, kind of establish that run a little bit, kind of get those swing passes going. Because, these safeties are playing deep, as Brian Unger and I discussed at halftime. And give us a little more time, we might be able to go over the top of these guys here. So,
well, Colin Fisher brings his offense in and looks to hand off to Colin Thomas with a big hole right over the right.
Got some room over here.
Had a nice move around the defender. He's all the way at the 40.
Had a boy right there.
2-yard line. Very nice run.
We have no flags down, so good. Just a nice start and just kind of a deep give to Colin Thomas, and he had a nice cutback to his right and picked up a huge gain there for us. Gosh, what was it, about 27 yards?
Yeah.
Right out of the gate. So tremendous start to this second half. So here we go, guys. Let's get this pace, back going. And
Trevor Wardrop downfield with a nice block as well. He just kind of got in the guy's way a little bit, and Colin Fisher looks to hand off to him, but he doesn't. He decides to throw it to Brandon Harper. Runs on the left side. He's all the way down to about.
Okay, very good. I think he got him to step out of bounds. Whoa. Do you keep hearing the whistle? Okay, I keep hearing that whistle.
I hear that whistle, too. We got to find that thing. It's like it stopped play. You can actually hear it up in the booth, and it's got to be down below us or something.
Okay. Well, because I thought they were blowing the whistle because he stepped out, but he did not.
I did, too. That's why I called it. You said, I said, well, he's down at the 20. Well, no, he's still going because I heard the whistle.
So good deal inside the 10. So here we go, 1st and goal now. And 2 plays inside the red zone, so that's a nice start to this second half. Yeah, I mean, you got to think it's just going to be a give here. It's to Thomas, don't you think?
Yeah.
Got a little confusion there with Domini.
Here goes Brandon Harper in motion. Fake handoff. Goes ahead and throws it to Trevor Wardrop. Finds a hole over on the left-hand side. He gets across, and he throws his hands up in there. That's a touchdown, Noble Bears.
Okay, very good. So we had, we had Trevor Wardrop got in the slot, and we just kind of flip it out to him. And he went and picked up that 6. So nice start to this. 3 plays were in the end zone. That's kind of what we've been looking for. And we finally got it in the second half.
What size shoe do you think Coach George wears?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's probably a size 12. It was
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
somebody's backside at halftime.
Absolutely, man.
Because it took 3 plays for them to score.
No, nice. Yeah, that
Oh.
was
No good.
Man, that was the first miss that Weimer has had in 2 games.
Okay, so now they did have a nice little push there, but hey, either way, took that two score lead there, so that was a big start for the second half for us.
Very good, Bears. So that was a kind of a fast scoring drive as well, Coach. But, just great stuff from Trevor Ward right from the very beginning. He made the great block on the outside for CT to kind of help out, and he picked up another 15 yards after that block. And I know he went in for the score, but I don't know if you've got the numbers or anything for the score and drive, but man, seemed like it was fast for sure.
Yeah, I'm getting there's like 10 people yelling at me here, and
they're all trying to give
scoring recap here. But now, real quick, we'll do that scoring recap. I think it was a 3-play drive.
Yeah.
It went 69 yards. Then we have the 31, so 69 yards. A little swing pass to Trevor Wardrop, a little Crimson Electric scoring recap.
Very good.
So once again, Ezra Rosler does a lot of great things for our community, and I just thank him for everything he does.
Man, he's got a son in the 8th grade. I came up and watched them play Shawnee last night. There's some talent coming. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to come out to a Noble 7th or 8th grade football game, but in that 8th grade team, they really, they throw the ball around a lot. They get up and down the field. They've got a running back that is a bruiser. So, it is, it's good to see them coming. So these are, what I'm talking about, going to be 9th graders next year that have a chance to come out here and play.
Yes, I have seen the videos of those kids playing. It is exciting.
Well,
and boy.
Well, this one's a high pooch. Oh, he raises his hands up. Oh, and guess who's right there for the ball? That's number 5. He got the ball, and that'd be Noble Bear football right at the 42-yard line.
Man, what a tremendous play by number 5. That is Trevor Rudd. He one-hopped it and just picked it out of the air. That was a tremendous play by Trevor Rudd. So we go score right here, guys. That would really put the pressure on the El Reno Indians here. So, man.
Nate Carty said, fair catch, and that ball went right over his head like he wasn't even close to it, and Trevor Rudd just picked it up off the one bounce. And
he forgot to catch it. He did a great – it was a sweet fair catch call, but he just forgot to catch that thing.
He went forward a little bit too much.
We had a movement. And they did. Yeah, they called it. There it is.
Goodness.
Golly, Caden Domney moved a little bit up top.
You saw it. I saw it, too, just kind of that lean forward a little bit, and then that's just enough.
I just watch the football here. Just they're obviously looking back towards the line of scrimmage.
They're just so excited to go score.
Yeah.
There's a handoff to CT though.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I think we may have found something here on this running. We're kind of getting some nice running lanes. Offensive line has come out and given us some nice lanes. And boy, if we can establish that run and keep that rolling, that would be fantastic.
We got to switch out of footballs. That's kind of interesting. Wow, that was really different.
They just,
our offensive coordinator walked over there and said to Chili, "What is that ball?" And they got it.
Oh, there you go. Just kind of.
They got it thrown out of there, and they got it. They got the new ball in there. It looks like, and so
Yeah, you just fake give to Colin Thomas, and Colin pulled it out of the belly and tried to get him some. He maybe got 2 there.
Well, they were in the backfield pretty deep, though, right away, before you could even see the mesh happen. They were in the backfield.
And I tell you what, the Nate Carty kid, the kid that kind of he made a little bit of mistake on the – oh, he got him. He got him.
There. He's deep. He throws a long bomb all the way to the end zone, goes right through the hands of number 3, Trevor Wardrop. That was a walk-in.
Man, that's I think he's trying to catch it with his body. I mean, he extend those hands out a little bit. That ball has to be caught. I mean, there's no other way of looking at that. That ball was right on the money, but we got to let that go. We got a big 3rd down here.
I actually just caught me speechless a little bit there. So I'm just.
Yeah, he had the kid. I think the kid thought he was going to do a slant.
Yeah,
and he stayed home, and he just ran right by him.
He was 10 yards behind him.
Yeah.
That brings up 3rd and forever. Spins around, hands it swings it over to Brandon Harper, who finds a huge hole over on the left, does a couple of spin moves, great tackling and running downfield.
Attaboy.
Brandon Harper said, "That's how you go get a first down. That's how you catch it."
Now there's the excitement that we need, a little fire to get it going right now. And again, just kind of that little bubble screen to Brandon Harper. He just put the ball in his hands, and good things are going to happen. and picked up a really nice gain there. Give us that first down.
That's going to bring up 1st and 10, ball at the 29-yard line. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. I'm sorry, I said 29-yard line. That'd be the 24-yard line. Brandon Harper goes in motion, gets the ball on the jet sweep, and the end stayed at home and wrapped him up.
Yeah, he did a tremendous play, just kind of a jet sweep, and give that kid some. That's the Devereaux kid, number 5, stayed home and was able to pursue Brandon Harper and bring him down. So that was a tough play. Did I get that correct? That was 5, right?
I think it was 5, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Xavier
He plays
Devereaux.
he plays that end over there, Coach, on the outside.
Yeah.
And it's almost like an end linebacker. Look at him kind of sneaking in there. So there he comes up again. Ball's thrown perfect to Brandon Harper over on the right-hand side. Makes about 3 moves. Steps all the way down to about the
first down,
maybe.
Right there. Got it.
Yeah, that's definitely a first down. All the way down to the 12.
Man, guys, Brandon is going to have to protect that football. Man, he gets excited. He's very exciting to watch. But, man, that ball swings away from his body, especially in traffic. He's going to have to really protect that thing. But great play, Brandon Harper.
Yeah, he juggled it a little bit and then pulled it back in.
Oh, did he? Oh, that might be offsides. That's on them, I believe, guys.
I would agree with you. I think that's on Indians.
Yeah, it looked like number 74, Alex Pardoma, kind of jumped off sides there a little bit.
That'll bring
Jenner looks like he's upset. I think they're going to call it on offense.
Oh, man. That was I don't know about that call, guys. Because it can go both ways. I mean, they can pull us off, too.
Oh, a lot of times when they cross over that line, that's exactly what happens, too. And
here we go. Just kind of.
All right. 1st and 15. Colin Fisher looks to throw to the right, throws it to Brandon Harper on the right-hand side.
Conley.
Oh, Luke Conley.
Good job. Now, see, Luke Conley protecting that football. He double fists it right at the point of contact and was able to catch that and corral it in. Nice game there on that first down play. Brought it to maybe about the 7-yard line. So that's outstanding field position here, guys, inside the 10.
Yep, 2nd and. He's wide open in the end zone. It goes.
That ball just went a little bit high for Dominique.
Yep, just a little bit high, but.
Wow, guys.
There's another opportunity right there.
Yeah, another opportunity there. And maybe he put a little bit too much juice on that, but, man, that ball was there. It was there, so we just got to let those go and just got to refocus a little bit.
Well, I've told this story a couple of times, man. That kid's lefty, and he throws it hard. And so those receivers that are able to catch it, man, they're catching a good ball. It's spinning in opposite direction. He holds the ball on the right-hand side. He said, I'm going to take it in for 6-0.
Very nice.
I don't have to pass it off to nobody. I can just rush this one right in. That brings a score.
That was tremendous.
Oh, that was absolutely tremendous.
And, I think Collins doing there, he's reading that defensive end. If that defensive end crashes, he will pull it out of the belly and then go outside the edge there. So, tremendous read there, Fisher, and putting it across the goal line for the 6.
That was good blocking in there, James.
Yeah, absolutely. Great, good hole there. Good way to seal that edge, too, man. Good job on the offensive line.
Yeah, there was nobody out there. I mean, I don't even think he got touched. Looks like he rolls to the right. He's got to get it up in the air. No,
just kind of. I think we're looking for Thomas there, and a little bit of. And they had a pretty good blitz there. Number 3, that's the Malachi Nicholson kid. Came hard off that edge. And just nothing there on that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, so. Devin Smith, number 11. Junior, 5'8", number 1 intercepted that at the goal line there and stopped the 2-point conversion from happening. So that brings the score 19-0. The Noble Bears are definitely got something rolling here in the second half. So,
hey, real quick, a scoring update, Matt.
Sure.
Lawton Mack 29, Duncan 7. 2 minutes left in that third quarter. So
Duncan got 7 points on the board.
Yeah, he sure did. And then Guthrie, 28, Piedmont 7. So Guthrie, man, I'm telling you, as you had mentioned, they're going to be a tough, a 5A2 team, and that could be someone we could face.
Yeah,
possibly in the playoffs. There.
Yeah.
So we got to kind of keep an eye on that.
And that's the district: Bishop McGinnis, Guthrie, Carl
absolutely.
Albert.
Man,
Piedmont. I'm sorry, Piedmont
too. Tough,
yeah, that's a tough district.
That is a tough district there. So.
Right, so we've got number 13 again. Chase Weimer going to go ahead and kick the ball off. He did awesome that last one. And 35, who's on the front line, he was not expecting that ball to come to him.
Man.
He thought maybe somebody would come up and.
I can promise you this time, if he calls a fair catch, he's going to catch it.
He's at least going to get underneath it.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Well, there's a beautiful kick because that ball went up high in the air and went about 15 yards. Number 3 is going to call a fair catch. It doesn't matter. See, here's the thing is, Coach, if number 3 calls a fair catch and number 17 catches the ball clean and takes off running, you can't because your teammate called a fair catch. And it downs the play. No matter where the ball is caught at, it downs the play right there.
Okay, makes sense, yeah. And that's exactly what happened. You just called it there. So I thought it was a penalty. If they try to advance it, you just can't advance it.
They just can't advance it. Yeah, C-17 may not even know that 3 called the called the fair catch, but they'll just down the ball right there as soon as he catches it. And 17 may have a wide open hole running down the right, but nope, you can't do it.
Yes.
So.
Well, yeah, good call there, and 37-yard line here for the Indians. So, and it looks like they got Devereaux now in the backfield here. So Mikey Devereaux in the backfield, a little bit of a different ploy here in the second half. Oh, that kid was moving, but they didn't call it. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. So, one thing I've kind of noticed with the running game is, remember how last week at Piedmont would get it right at the line of scrimmage coming full speed? They're getting this a little bit deeper.
Hey, guys, they're saying the Indians had too many out there, but it wasn't called. Do y'all count those out?
I did not, James. Did you see that, Matt?
I didn't even see anybody leave the field, so I don't know really how they're saying. I mean, is that our coaching staff saying that?
Yeah, that was coming from Coach George.
Yeah, I don't see a kid. I didn't see a kid leave the field at all. So it looks like they got the same personnel on right now.
I saw a kid move, and just seemed like they didn't.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. 12 looks to throw the ball.
Oh, nice.
And he gets
Good
hit.
job.
Caden Dominy is right there for him.
Yeah,
so.
the intended target, the number 30. That's Bradley Chavers. And Dominy does a nice job of hitting him right at the point of contact. Ball comes flying to the turf, so sets up a nice 3rd and 7 here for the Indians.
Cooper Park put some heat on that.
Yeah,
that's number 12, the quarterback for the Indians. He put some heat on that ball, but like you said, Caden was right there for it. So gets a call back here by our defensive backs coach, Hughes.
Yep.
And it's really different seeing Dominy not running at the linebacker right now.
Yeah.
It's him as a safety is just
Man,
that's not where I thought we'd see him. But
he's played really well there, man.
I would agree.
Yeah,
completely.
He's done an outstanding job. So here we go, another big 3rd down here. See if our defense can hold.
Cooper Park rolls to the right.
Oh,
it looks like Brandon Harper with the ball at the 40, at the 30. He's got a host of Bears in front of him. They're taking it all the way into the end zone. He throws his hands up. That's a touchdown, Noble Bear.
And we were all over that. Tremendous job, Lucas Conley, putting that pressure on him, forcing him into a bad throw. And Brandon Harper just played ball hawk right there, took it to the house. So great effort there by the defense, man. Ooh. Tremendous effort.
It's great to see a defensive touchdown in a game. We're 7 minutes, 29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and the Bears are pouring it on right now. I told you we could score a bunch of points in a hurry,
absolutely. Coach. You bet. And we're not done yet by a long shot here. So, like I said, we do not want to let them up. We've just got to keep pounding and pounding and pounding. And just because, the points start coming into play for the district, right?
It does.
You have the 15-point advantage, right? And that's when it's done. So you need to be sure to get those points at all costs because it could come down to a tiebreaker. Oh, goodness. I don't know what.
That's the second time we've had a lot of pressure coming up the middle. It's just taking so long between the ball being snapped and him setting it.
I agree. I don't know if, you're exactly right. It's too much of a lapse in the snap, ball getting down, and he just has no time to kick it because that bull rush is coming in there.
Yeah, it's coming in there fast. Now, that was a pretty fast scoring recap you're going to have, right?
Well, yeah.
Where did he catch the ball at? Maybe right about the 35?
35, and he cut back across the field, and he had about 8 blockers in front of him.
Yeah.
But that one kid had no chance, so they just kind of bull rushed him, and he cut back to his right.
I saw that quarterback running down there trying to, like he was going to make the play, and you've got way too many Bears right there in front of you. It wasn't going to happen.
But man, as you mentioned, a great start to this 3rd quarter here, and I think you're right. I think the coaches just said, look here, guys, like you said, I wear a size 12. This is coming on your backside, or else. They chose the or else route, right?
Absolutely.
So,
and it's coming from all different angles, too. I'm just throwing this out there, too, It's one thing, okay, so your receiver misses the ball, but there's a lot of other things that you can do. You can play better defense. You can get those interceptions. You can get a kick where it lands, 15 yards upfield. You can recover that. So there's a lot more than just a missed pass here and there.
No, totally. You're 100% on that, and they've done a great job of, Trevor Rudd.
Oh, yeah.
That, I mean, just putting off the one hop, pulling that out of the air. So you are totally correct on so many different ways that can really turn this game.
Now, Trevor Rudd, number 5, plays his outside edge. He's a lefty, Coach.
Yeah, he is a lefty baseball kid, and he's a great kid. It's here goes 17.
Yeah, he's going to catch the ball over on the left side. He's going to run hard to the right. See if there's an opening over there, and then there's a host of Bears over there waiting on him, to include number 6, I believe, for the Bears. I'm seeing that right, and that's Devin Knight.
Attaboy, Devin. He does a good job on the kickoff coverage there. So, well done, Devin Knight, pulling him down. But, gosh, they got out to about the 41-yard line, so they will have good field position here.
I don't know if Jack is ready for the trivia time, but this may be a perfect time because we were just bringing up a lefty, Trevor Rudd. Trevor Rudd. So you had a trivia time for us right now?
I do have this is a courtesy of Randy Kersey. Came up with this trivia question. And so what we're going to do is we're going to offer a trivia question, $25 gift card to the person who can answer this question.
All right.
And how do they answer this? You can explain that after this play.
Okay, yep, I will. Looks like Cooper's going to run to the right. He's got all kinds of pressure. The Bears all over him on backside and front side. And they take him down for a loss right there.
Outstanding. So he rolled to his right, nowhere to throw. So good coverage sack basically there.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out of the pocket, and we brought him down.
You bet. You guys can go to Facebook right now, and the first person to answer this question is going to get, what did you say, a
$25 gift card at Chili's restaurant, or just the gift card has like 4 or 5 different restaurants.
So you can choose from anyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can choose. So here you go. So other than Colin Fisher, there have been 3 left-handed quarterbacks that have started and won a game for the Noble Bears. Can you name those 3 players? So I'll say it again. Other than Colin Fisher,
right,
there's been 3 left-handed quarterbacks that have started and won a football game, and this dates back to late 1960s.
Right, to the 60s, all the way back to the 60s.
So there's 3, other than Colin, there's 3 other lefties that have been in this program that have started and won a game.
And you're talking about, and making sure, you're talking about high school football,
High school football for the Bears, exactly.
All right.
So,
This is going to be an awesome.
Yep. So we'll see who can answer that question first, who the 3 lefty quarterbacks were outside of Colin Fisher to start and win a game for the Bears.
All right, well, you guys got to answer that on noblebears.tv on Facebook, and it is up and live right now. If you go there, you'll see that question is going to be posted right away, and that'll be the question that's right underneath the post about the MVP, the Reynolds Ford MVP. So
it looks like we got a timeout here as well.
Did you see who took that timeout?
The Indians took that timeout. And we also had a substitution right before that. We have Tristan Burrow come in for Givens there.
Okay, just kind of the nose guard right up front.
That's correct.
Okay, very good.
Very good. Give Tavian a little bit of a break. But, yeah, that is right there on the second post there on noblebears.tv. And we don't have any comments yet, but maybe they'll be coming. So
yeah, absolutely.
You guys look at that and see if you can answer that question.
Yeah, that is a good question. And again, that's courtesy of Randy Kersey. Was the gentleman that came up with this trivia question, and we're going to be doing this every week.
Okay,
we're going to have a trivia question every week.
Great.
And it has to do with nothing but the Bear history, the football program. So it'll be a football question related to the Noble Bears.
Excellent,
Yep.
excellent. Well, he's a good historian over the Noble Bears.
Absolutely,
He's been
man.
here. And
Yeah,
Mrs.
so-
Kersey's been here
Oh,
forever.
man.
Cooper Park got a little. We've got a screen pass up the middle.
Oh boy.
Devereaux looks like he rushed all the way up to about the 42-yard line. It's a good play called by them, and it didn't start off so good because Cooper Park was fumbling that snap.
No doubt. He just kind of backed up, and man, Barrett Crawley just about had him, before he got the first down, but he just slipped out of his paws there a little bit. So anyway, good play for the Indians and a nice little pickup for that first down. So, and again, Mikey Devereaux, that's their guy they put in the backfield, and he's been their horse. So why not try to go back towards him? Yeah, we have some confusion, guys, on defense right now. We got kids moving in and out, and people are just kind of it's kind of out of whack. So we need to take a time out and regroup here.
Well, let's take it with them and see if we can get on track as well. We'll be right back here at noblebears.tv.
Noble Bear fans of all ages, be sure and check out the website noblebearfootball.com. Go underneath the shop tab where you'll find clothing, hats, accessories, all kinds of Noble Bear swag, even those hard to find hoodies. Go shop noblebearfootball.com.
All right, here we go.
Back here at Noble Stadium. There's a handoff to Mikey Devereaux over on the left-hand side. The Bears wrap him up and take him down after about a 6-7 yard gain there.
Yeah,
so,
just nothing fancy for Devereaux, man. Just a quick give from Park to Devereaux, and he was able to find his way through the middle there. Nice little hole for about a 7 yard gain.
That brings the score 25-0. The Noble Bears over the El Reno Indians. Indians have got the ball. They haven't had the ball on their side of their 50 very often tonight, but a couple of times they have. The Bears have stopped them. So,
yep, we got a little swing pass, boom, right there
on the outside.
Yep,
and he's tackled right away. And not a lot of creative calling when you're down by 25 points. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's this almost you go 1 year. Let's take us back a couple of years ago. Noble goes into El Reno on a steamy, hot night filled with cockroaches and bugs in the air like crazy, and grasshoppers, and we see one of the best high school 5A football games I may have ever seen in my life. The score was 72-62.
It literally, no one could be stopped that night. It was just one play after another, and Mikey Devereaux cannot be stopped either right here. So
yes,
I mean, it's just kind of he got in, I believe. Yes, he did. I mean, it's just coming around the edge. And you got to give them the credit sealing that edge a little bit, has a nice running lane. But, guys, I think we are just having some confusion on defense right now. I don't know.
Maybe the switch of personnel
or
a
the personnel in and out, and kids are just running around, I mean, he basically was untouched.
Until, he got all the way to the goal line. And, that's entirely too far. But, right, so a couple of years ago, again, it's 72-62. We go there to El Reno, and it's such a dogfight, in that game. We've got tons of talent on our team. They've got tons of talent, and nobody could stop anybody that night.
Oh my gosh! And Plumlee, and we just had Ezra Elkins on our side. Austin Fisher had a good game. Jay Smith, and one of the biggest plays I remember was Gavin Yeager. He picked off Plumlee and took it to the house. Remember that? He went about 65, and that basically sealed the deal there for us.
He just stepped up, and it was like, I don't know, from my vantage point or where I was at, it was just like the slowest interception for 6 I'd ever seen. But I know he was running fast. The kid's got wheels, and so for him to, it was just like, but he took it all the way to the house, and man, it was over after that.
That was such a great game, and I know coming into that, they were taking us lightly, and that propelled us obviously, to the district title that year.
Yeah,
because there were there's so many huge games that year. We beat Lawton Mac, and we beat Ardmore, and it was just a fantastic Duncan. We'd never beaten Duncan. Matter of fact, I think we had never beaten Duncan, Lawton Mac, or Altus.
Yep.
So those three teams, and we were able to kind of get over that hump, and it's really kind of propelled us into, year in and year out, we're always got to be dealt with now.
Right. So, well, they handed it to us last year, though. Now, the score last year in the COVID year, now they were heavy on the senior side of it, and we had maybe, 3 seniors that were playing full-time last year, that were on the field a lot. And so, I mean, we'd probably only had a total of about 8, seniors total, and they just – seemed like they had all the power, and
Oh my gosh,
they laid it on us like
yes, they
thick
did.
and heavy too.
And how about it was? I believe it was 38-0, 37-0, something like that.
Yeah.
But you know, they were like 20 seconds away from going to the semifinals last year. El Reno was.
Did you ever hear how that kind of happened? I know they beat Piedmont for their first game, I'm sorry, and then they end up having to play McAllister.
Yes, and I know
I've never heard kind of how that ended.
Someone was telling me it was kind of like they thought it was kind of a coaching blunder, kind of put him behind an 8 ball a little bit, and
all right, well, that ball's kicked. It looks like it's going right to Trevor Wardrop again over at the 20. He's crossing the 25. He sees a little crease. Oh, he gives a stiff arm right there at the 25. Tries it again. He's wrapped up. They're taking him all the way out of bounds, and they take him out. Nice, clean play. It's all the way down to about the 27-yard line.
Okay, just good job of fielding that ball. You know, like you had said last week, that football, odd-shaped, it can bounce left and right at any direction.
Right.
So good job of fielding that, taking it to our sideline and setting us up a pretty good starting point here.
Right. Well, a couple shout-outs really quick. I want to give Charlie Buzzard a shout-out. I know he's watching all. You know Charlie Buzzard?
Yeah, I do. Mr. Buzzard, he I always tell the story. We destroyed some of his trees when I was a little kid.
No, you didn't.
And our parents were not very happy with my brother and I. So Brandon kind of led the way on that deal, by the way.
Dirty boys.
But no, he was a great man. Charlie Buzzard is, and glad he's watching tonight.
Yeah, he's watching tonight. Always tunes in, and Erica Wright, part of the Noble Foundation. We're putting together a good campaign for them, so that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. You guys be looking out for that, and she told me about that story. To be honest with you, I'm glad you told on yourself right there.
That was, gosh, I had to be like 8 years old, maybe.
First time you ever got in trouble by some parent other than your mom?
Exactly, yes.
All right, a little swing pass out to Brandon Harper, who juggles it once, twice. Gets a little block on the outside. Oh, he may hit the sideline. He's at the 50.
He's got that whole sideline to himself.
He's at the 20. Oh, he just said, I'm going to turn on the Jets and go score 6 more.
Nice,
That's
right
a big-time play right there.
Again, just a little bubble screen out here to Brandon, and he had a tremendous, about 10 yards upfield, he kind of juked back to his left, slowed those pursuers down, and he, boom, turns on the Jets and goes to the house. So, tremendous play by Brandon Harper, man. Awesome.
When I said Noble can pour it on, they can absolutely pour it on. Fast like and in a hurry. The score is 31-7.
Man, great play. I mean, I've seen that many, many times over this past, 8-9 years watching Brandon play football, man. He does that quite often. So,
Well, you guys, I haven't gotten one comment yet on noblebears.tv for the $25 gift certificate. The ball is up, and Chase Weimer puts that one through the uprights.
Well, I'll tell you what here. So one real quick, James, I'm sorry, you were going to say something?
I just said it was good.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
Thank you, buddy.
So there's been, since the late 1960s,
okay,
other than Colin Fisher, we've had 3 other left-handed quarterbacks that have started a game and won a game for the Noble Bears.
You might have to give them $12.50 or something, Coach, if they get one of them right. Man.
Okay.
No. Don't do that.
I'll cut the card in half, and they can use half the gift card. How about that?
Yeah, and they give the other half to somebody else that figures out the other. Come on, you guys, you can do it.
And again, that's courtesy of Randy Curtis coming up with that question, and that is a tough one. I got to admit.
Okay.
I mean, you got to really, really got to be bought into the program and have kind of a pretty good knowledge of the entire history of our program.
Gotcha.
And, not many people are going to be able to get this.
Well, I wonder how many people knew that then I asked this last week, that you were the only guy 2-time All-Stater. I don't know how many people knew that when I ever asked that question.
Probably my mom and Brandon, my brother, just because I talk about it all the time back in the day, right? I'm just kidding. But no, I don't know.
Maybe your wife, too. She's your number one
yeah.
fan. She's the one that told me, right?
So. Yes. Maybe a few others. Maybe some of my friends, maybe. I don't know.
Love it. All right, so Mr. Chase Weimer, number 13, looks to kick the ball off, and he is turning in to be a great kickoff. And he just in different spots, too. All right, number 17's got the ball on the outside. He runs up to about the 30, the 30, and then he's wrapped up and tackled by, you ready for this?
I think
that's number 5.
That a boy, Trevor Rudd. That a baby. Man, I'm telling you, he's
special team specialist right there.
He has had some really nice plays tonight. Nice tackle there. Because, man, I tell you what, if he does not make that tackle, the kid may get another 20, 30 yards because he had a little bit of an opening on that outside edge.
Tripped him up. Great job, Trevor Rudd. Now, this is just valuable things whenever you're such a young player like Trevor and getting into the game and getting to see some of this experience, and and the speed of high school football. I'll just never forget the first year that I got a chance to play. And I was a freshman the first time I'd ever went into a game. But, the speed is so much different than what you're used to.
Yes.
You get a high school game, and you're like, oh, my gosh.
And, you talk about from a 16-year-old to a 17-year-old kid. I mean, there's a ton of growth.
Yeah. That's a
that
great
year,
point.
Man.
That is a great point.
You come in as a 15-year-old, and you're having to go against an 18-year-old kid, and,
It's a big difference, right?
Man.
Yeah.
There was, I'll never forget about my freshman year, I played against this kid from Weatherford named Russell Gaskamp. He ended up going to the University of Texas.
Okay.
And all I remember of that night was seeing nothing but
Coach,
stars.
Interrupt you again there?
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
This was a
They're
good
calling
story,
that they
too.
had 12 men on the field again. I'm really going to be interested to go back and watch this film.
And they're just not. They're missing it. Are someone counting the players? I don't even see anyone doing that.
No, I don't think so. And Coach George is throwing his hands up here.
Okay.
Looks like there's a handoff over on the right side.
String it out.
Double clutches it.
Oh, great play there by Logan Kirby, and we got a hold too. So tremendous play, Logan Kirby getting through that block, and we're going to get a hold on number 1, I believe, here for.
And that was on Logan too, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was like on Logan Kirby. He goes down low, trips him up, and then ends up getting a
don't move the chains yet, fellas.
Yeah, y'all keep those chains
there you
until
go.
he tells you.
There
you go.
Yeah, so that was now. Okay, that moves it back. Now that will set up that's a spot foul, so that'll bring it back to, gosh, almost the original line of scrimmage here.
Right, and it'll be at first down and about 9 to go.
Okay.
So they did it from where he committed the penalty at, and then they marked it 10 yards back from that. But they repeat the.
Okay, so we're going to do second down again then. So there's
That's
just
the
give
same
Devereaux.
play.
Golly, guys, it's just.
Over on the left side, Devereau's at the 20. He is going to get wrapped up and walks right on in at about the 5-yard line. So it's.
I don't know if we're getting sealed off or what, but I mean, it's just, again, I don't know why they didn't do this in the first half. I mean, I think they kind of outcoached themselves a little bit in the first half. You just give it to Devereaux, let him go. They obviously had a nice seal block on the edge, but once again, untouched for about 60 yards. And then finally we touch him at the 2-yard line. He goes right in. So, man, that's just frustrating to watch there because we've done such a great job this whole night on defense. And
it's the same hole over on the left side, too, each time. So, I know enough about Coach Crawley. He'll definitely seal that up, put some players in there that'll just going to make that stop. And, again, not
– He got it.
Not making any excuses, but, our linebacker's not back there, too. Caden Dominy makes a lot of those plays, one right after the other.
Right.
And he's not there. He's in the safety spot right now.
Sure, good call there for sure. And, I think we're just kind of getting kind of undisciplined, kind of flying upfield, and it's leaving. We're just getting sealed too easily. And just, boom, that gap there for Devereaux is there. And he's had a huge second half here.
Well, the score's 32-14. They definitely have they've got 14 points on the board, and I looked over at their crowd, and they just didn't seem all that excited to even cheer for him as he was running through into the end zone. They weren't standing up excited about it, and they didn't bring just a ton of people here. Not what I expected to see from El Reno. I expected to see a lot more fans here, but sometimes that happens, man. I mean, it's a long drive, and sometimes hard to get your own fans to the game.
Sure.
But it seems like they would have wanted to travel a lot just because they hadn't had a lot of games, to go to.
Yeah, no doubt. Just something to, go watch your kids, and haven't played since August 27th. So I agree with that.
Well, did you hear about that Portland State head coach that begged his fans to come to the game?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well, this was last Saturday. He begged he does his interviews. He's like, I need you fans to come to the game. It was a Portland head state coach. His name is Bruce Barnum. He said, went so far, he said, I'll even buy you a cold one if you come to the game. And so I think he said it tongue in cheek. Yeah, at the end of the game, after 2,064 fans said okay, his bar tab was $14,448, Coach.
Oh my goodness, that is a rough night. He just gotta anticipated no one showing up, right?
Right, maybe so, but
man,
yeah, his bar tab $14,000. So he maybe have regretted that one.
No doubt, no doubt it.
Oh my goodness,
14. That's a tough bar tab there for sure.
That was Caden Dominy that They kicked the ball in a totally different direction than that one. That went from the right side that he'd been kicking it over and over, and they kick it back to the left, and they kick it right to Domini. And, there's just weapons all over our field. You try to kick it away from, Trevor Wardrop or Brandon Harper in the back, and you kick it to somebody like Domini that can take it to the house, too.
That's right.
So,
and, kind of I like the Derrick Henry stiff arm there a little bit, too.
Yeah. It looks like there's a little bit of jump. Number 3, Trevor Wardrop catches the ball, holds on to it, both hands, steps all the way out. It looks like he's all the way to the 46-yard line.
Very nice. How are we missing those calls, though, guys?
Hey, it seems like he's crossing the line, and if you're a line judge, that's all you're looking at, man.
Yeah. James, you're on the other side. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm back here, but I can see exactly what you're talking about. They were jumping over the line before the ball was snapped because I was watching the center at that moment.
Yeah, this is right in front of us here. So this is what the line. Look at where the line judge is at. Where this is all he sees is if somebody crosses that line before the snap.
There we go.
CT for 3.
Oh man, Teener just finished that block off there on number 62. I don't know if you guys saw that.
That was a pancake. Yeah,
Marlon Whitlow. Got the receiving end of Austin Teener coming on his back and driving him to the turf. So nice play there by Thomas.
Yeah, nice play by Austin and from CT, but thank God Austin Teener is okay, and he's here playing with us tonight. And he's making plays.
God.
Yes, sir. Oh, Colin Fisher decides to hold it, says, let me show you my shoulder pad. Runs up for about maybe a yard or 2.
Okay.
There you go. Hold on to the ball.
Yep, he pulled that out of the belly there, tried to go around the edge, and Xavier Devereaux come up and made contact with him. So sets up a 3rd down and about 5 to go here.
Looks like a long 5, too.
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy, they could have called Colin a little.
Colin Fisher looks to throw over the top.
Yeah, that was kind of out of the reach there. I mean, there was a little bit of contact, but I think it was overthrown.
I see what you were talking about. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, when he goes to get the snap, he's already kind of rocking backwards. It didn't start off the whole play didn't start off so good there.
No, not at all. And we're going to try to pin him deep here, it looks like, with Kirby.
Coach,
which I like this move. I mean, we still have a pretty nice cushion here, but gosh, we cannot allow them just to take the ball off the right edge or left edge and go to the house.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, and if they happen to do that, then we've got an 11-point game if they get 7 more points on the board. Yeah. So that is definitely not very much going into the 4th quarter.
Oh, man, almost had it.
He tried hard to get that ball,
there.
and that ball he kept it low and spinning, but he couldn't stop it.
I think that's when you need a little loft on that one, right? You got to punt that in the air and let our guys go catch that. But still not a bad punt, and he's done a nice job punting tonight.
Let's see if the Facebook page, noblebears.tv on the Facebook page, haven't got anybody yet that has responded to that. So it looks like you may be able to keep that $25 in for next week. I don't know, unless somebody can come up with an answer.
Yeah, that is since the 1960s, we've had, other than Colin Fisher, we've had 3 left-handed quarterbacks that have started and won a game for the Bears. 3 left-handed quarterbacks.
I heard a story this week about a quarterback that scored down on this end zone. It was before the other field house was finished.
Okay.
They used to put the fireworks on top of the other field house.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And if there was a score, then they would shoot those fireworks off.
Yes. I remember seeing that as a kid. It was really cool. There was a little bit of a berm behind the field house, and they would shoot it off. And, I think Neil Steely, that Denise Mears, that is her dad. I think he was part of that.
I'll be darned.
Back in the day. So,
maybe somebody's listening right now that was part of that. But, one day I heard that they hadn't won in a long time, and they were about to win a game. I think Mr. Clary, Mr.
Sure,
Clary, he's a great historian about Noble football. But he told me this story last night that we were about to win the game on a extra point, and they shot the firework off before he made the extra point. It scared him enough to where he missed it.
Here,
I think we got to. I'm just kind of crazy. That. Yeah, just kind of freaked him out, and he missed it. And, oh my gosh, that was yes. I did see a flag too, James. What do we got here? Oh, it's Do you think we got a face mask? Legal man downfield,
Yep,
right?
yep, that's what that
Atta
was.
baby.
Legal man downfield.
Okay, very good.
And again, that is by Ernie Debernard. Who is your referee for the night?
They'll set up a long second down here. So it looks like what Coach Crawley has done. It looks like he's put Bryson Crawley on the edge here. So we basically have 5 on the line now. So you'll see Bryson Crawley, number 21, kind of creep up behind Luke Conley here on the edge, or he did last play anyway. So he's kind of creeping up to the line there a little bit.
Coach Crawley yells at him, tells him go or don't go. He said go.
Okay, gotcha. Now he's back to the middle.
10 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, Noble Bears are up on the Indians 32-14. And their running game has definitely come alive. And Logan Kirby had a walk-in.
Well, number one thinks if he just throws it up. But, yeah, Logan Kirby had a beat on that right away. Kind of a miscommunication with Devon Smith and Cooper Park there. But tremendous effort by Kirby right there.
Did they adjust the clock? It's 23 seconds.
Okay, they must have.
They must have adjusted that.
Yeah,
I thought there was 10 seconds left on that.
I did too.
The bell is ringing. It's third down. And long.
Sorry about that.
No.
Putting Austin Teener in here, telling him on the 5 technique. Out
Good.
here on the
Nice.
outside.
Okay,
Good.
got him on that side there.
Just
Very good.
Couple adjustments. That's all Crawley needs. He knows exactly how these kids work, so that's perfect.
Yeah, the Devon Smith thought we had a go route here, and the quarterback threw an out route. So obviously, again, I think they just some of the not playing since August 27th, obviously too.
Looks for a screen pass
great
up
job.
the middle, and they jumped up in the air and just knocked it right down. I think that was Tavian Gibbons.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job, Tavian Gibbons, timing that perfectly because they did have that screen set up there right in the middle. And Tavian Gibbons just jumped up and knocked that ball down, set up a fourth down here. So they will punt it back to us.
And with some great field position again.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely right here.
When you see Brandon sitting at his own 40-yard line, that
gosh, I wish we'd
good
scoot up
things
about
happen.
5 yards, man. Get to about the 40. The kid is not going to punt it over their head where they're standing.
I just kind of was hoping that they would stack it. Let Trevor stay deep, and then bring Brandon up, and let Brandon make that play. That left or right play. That's kind of what I was hoping for.
See,
but
if you come up and get that, Brandon.
It bounces all the way to the out of bounds. So it just means he's going to have a 60-yard touchdown instead of a.
There you go. He just wants to get it on the stat sheet there a little bit.
He lit it up last week. Did you
goodness.
get some final numbers to
231 yards receiving last week for Brandon Harper.
Wow.
And I think he had like 9 catches.
Colin had how many in pass?
Oh gosh, I want to say it was like 320.
And he was 12 of 15.
Something 12 of 18, somewhere in that area. Yeah,
That's
I can't
great
remember it actually.
percentage. Well,
But no, either way, it was really nice.
He's played his tail off tonight. I like Colin Fisher, Reynolds
maybe.
Ford MVP. We need to be talking about that here in a second. He hands off to Colin Thomas over on the left-hand side.
Okay, very good.
Looks like he picks up about 5 or 6 yards with 5 seconds left on the clock. 4, 3, 2, and then it's going to go into the fourth quarter.
Okay.
We'll take a little quick break if it's all right, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
You bet.
Here at NobleBears.tv.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports Orthopedics.
Okay. We are back here at Noble Stadium. Start this fourth quarter. Noble will have a second down and about 5 to go from our 48-yard line. So see if we can push us in the zone here.
Brandon Harper goes in motion.
Oh, we got him.
He's looking downfield, looking like it's a deep ball. Brandon Harper lays out and just a little deep for him.
Yep, he had him. Just kind of overthrew him just a tad bit. And, Colin's been just a little bit off his target a little bit. I mean, not all night, obviously, but some of those passes that he's typically been there, he's kind of overthrown or just short just a little bit.
Well, how's that feel whenever you're a quarterback and you've thrown multiple passes that have been right in the receiver's hands? Do you start to lose maybe a little bit of your swagger too? I mean, don't you kind of like your confidence level?
Well, they do it so much in practice. It's just a matter of getting back on the horse and just keep going. Boom, good play. Nice job, Trevor Ward. No, where's the spot out here, guys?
I think it brings it all the way to the 35.
Okay, but
so 45.
I was looking at the guy up top, and he was not even close. So that was obviously a first down. But now back to your question, Matt. I think in practice you do it so many times, and you're going to have drops. So I think I would say Colin would. He's not going to really worry about it.
Okay.
I just think some of his mechanics sometimes get kind of thrown off. Kind of like I said, like with Rattler, kind of thrown off that back foot, and just sometimes it's not there. But
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, looks like they bring in number 9, Dr. Dre Hill, to the game.
Yeah, number 3's offsides, guys. He has to be.
Yeah, they definitely stopped play on that one. He looks like he was in the backfield before the play started. But Dre Hill had a nice opening.
There we go.
And they just took him out and bring CT back in.
Yeah, Malachi Nicholson, they tried to get a little head start on that play, and he was coming hot off the edge there. But you are correct. I think Dr. Dre would have had a nice little pickup there.
We got trips right. Then that would bring Trevor Wardrop, number 3, down here at the bottom of the screen. On a one-on-one, snaps a little low, throws it right to Brandon Harper, hits him right in the hands. And he drops it. It's almost intercepted by number 23, but he drops it too. So nobody was going to catch that ball, looks like.
Man, again, you just got to keep throwing it, and keep going after and trying to catching it. I mean, just obviously this has not been one of our better nights of catching the football, but it's there. And we, 2nd and 5, we still got plenty of time. I like this one-on-one matchup down here with Wardrop, by the way.
Colin Thomas on the left-hand side, it hits at the 40. Takes on 2 defenders, gets it all the way down to about the 44, 40.
He's close.
46-yard line.
He is close. I think
they may have to measure this one.
Are you looking right down the line there, James?
Oh, we got it.
He's going to go ahead and pull it and say, let's go.
Nope, they're calling it.
Okay, very good.
Very good. So how are we going to handle this trivia question, Coach? I'm sorry to keep bringing it up, but I haven't got an answer yet from anybody. So,
what do you think? We give them until 5 minutes into this fourth quarter, and if no one sends, then we'll just kind of give the answer. Then we'll just carry over to the next.
Nice. I love the way that was a little toss pass.
Oh, there's a horse collar.
That is a little toss pass right there.
Yeah, see, he had a nice little touch to that. And Dominic coming out of the backfield and just kind of a little pass into the flat. Yeah, he did have a nice little touch to that and put it right on the money, and he was able to pick up about 7 there on that play.
And that was Mikey Devereaux, number 34, with the tackle. It came out of the linebacker position, chasing after Dominic there.
He's quick. He's a good player, man.
Sure.
He
looks the part, too, if you're really honest. Colin Fisher looks to the roll to the left. He's got somebody wide open in them down the edge. That's Trevor Wardrop with a nice spin move all the way down to the 5-yard line. Then there's a yellow flag on the play. I'm not sure what this one's going to be, but
I see what that flag was.
Yeah, that's deep in the secondary, man. You wonder if that's holding on the secondary. They look, I was kind of looking at the demeanor of some of the El Reno Indian kids here, and man, their heads are kind of down. But let's come back, guys. I don't know who this is on, but we are walking in the wrong direction. Still should be a first down, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. I believe it'll be a first down. It is holding, and it is from the spot of the foul, and they've already brought it back. The ball's on the 19-yard line. Call it 20, right in that range right there.
Very good.
And there was just downfield blocking. I don't know who the other receiver was downfield, but must have held on to him a little bit, pulled a shirt, a collar, something, Looks to hand the ball off to Colin Thomas, who's got a nice hole on the left-hand side.
Oh, good play.
Runs all the way down to about the 6-yard line for the Noble Bears. That's a great play and a great move from Colin Thomas. And, just like last week, fourth quarter hits, here, CT comes alive.
Yeah,
he picked up a lot of yards in the fourth quarter last week.
Yes, he did. And tremendous blocking here by Austin Teener and Braden McDonald on this left side, kind of crashing the ends in there and keep it. We have a nice lane to run through. So great pickup there by Colin Thomas, 1st and goal.
Yeah. Noble definitely in the pay dirt. Colin Fisher looks to throw back to left, throws it a dart right through his hands again. In the end zone, so 10 minutes, 17 seconds left. The Bears are in pay dirt. We are down in the, we'll call it the 7-yard line.
Yep.
And, that's crazy because he rolled to the right, set his feet, and threw it back to left, but put it right on the money.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an easy pitch and catch right there.
Sure was. And, I think he may have had, he had an opportunity maybe to just kind of run that. Because I think Logan Kirby had an out route into the end zone there.
It'd be one of those things I think that you and Colin get a chance to go back and look at, some, the SCT down the middle. He just said, I'll just follow my blockers and go get.
Follow those linemen.
Oh, he did.
Absolutely. Great job. Just a nice convoy for the linemen there, giving a nice push on that defensive front. And Thomas just kind of settles in the back of them and takes it in for the 6 here, guys. And, man, that is a tremendous drive there for the Bears.
It was. With a lot of plays, your scoring recap is going to be pretty tough. It's a Nathan's Automotive scoring recap, and I'm so happy that Nathan and Tessa have helped sponsor this program and be a part of this. I mean, they're such a big part of the community. And Chase Weimer gets that one down and kicks it right through the center of the uprights. Yeah, Nathan and Tessa have just been such a big part of the community. Obviously, everybody knows those guys, and they stepped up and they ran a commercials. Then they're super smart about it, too, because here's a fact. Is every single week that we've been doing this, we've had over 5,000 IP addresses tuned into this station.
Oh, yeah.
So the Noble fans know, obviously, who Nathan and Tess are, and you're going to be able to see some commercials and stuff like that. But
they're just tremendous people. I know them really, really well. Tessa, Nathan, Steve-O. Great family, and just love their support, and love those guys, man, for sure. So
absolutely. I'm right there with you. Well, we're going to take a quick timeout here. And we'll be right back at NobleBears.tv.
Noble Bear fans of all ages, be sure and check out the website NobleBearFootball.com. Go underneath the shop tab where you'll find clothing, hats, accessories, all kinds of Noble Bear swag, even those hard-to-find hoodies. Go shop NobleBearFootball.com.
Definitely got to go shop NobleBearFootball.com. You got hats, hoodies. Hey, man, it's almost October, right? I mean, we got to get those hoodies going.
Hey, man, it's pretty funny because you see this hoodie I have on right now.
I do. I like it, too.
I've been got a text from my brother. He just called me Bill Belichick.
Your brother.
That's a pretty good call, though, man. I was looking at it I was like, yep, he's right. I wish I coached like Bill Belichick, to be honest with you. That'd be... So Bill Belichick. So
he's your toughest critic, that guy. I tell you.
Oh yeah. I hope he's coming.
Who wins on the golf course between you two, if you don't mind me asking?
Probably me.
Okay, I believe it. I believe it.
Real quick, a Nathan's Automotive scoring recap: 8 plays, 53 yards, capped off by a Colin Thomas run over the middle, about an 8-yard touchdown run.
How many, I don't want to bring up anything negative, but I'm going to. How many, on that play, how many touchdowns did we have before? Maybe 2 in that one? Okay, so we had 2 that we just missed. We're going to get those, though. Yep. I mean, we are going to get those. Those are going to happen for us before this year's over with. We're not going to miss anything. We're going to get to a point. But you know what? I think he literally had a knee down on when he got that snap. I got a flag on the play as well here.
This kid has a cramp, number 14. Yes, there's a hole that's coming back. So I was about to say there was a huge hole. We had a perfect vantage point of this.
Mm-hmm.
Or I was watching through this other window, and I just saw it open up. And, so good call there by the ref to bring that back.
Who got held?
It looked like it was Kirby.
Oh, gotcha.
Because he kind of got pulled out of the play, exactly. And then he was able to go behind him. So, anyway, that's there we go. Okay, so that will push them back. Again, a spot foul because he had about a 5-yard gain, and then the flag was thrown. So it sets up a first and 15 here.
Right, a 1st and 15, and the moon is out. Look at this moon right over here,
Oh, it's
Coach,
beautiful. I
right
see
here
it.
in
Yeah,
front of you.
it's awesome, man.
Yeah, there's a pass on the outside there, number 17, and the ball is definitely not thrown to the receiver. That was over there by Colby Knoll, and he was a long ways away from hitting that receiver.
Yeah, and again, I think even for Cooper Park here, he kind of backing up, trying to throw that off his back foot, and it's just not there. You can't do that as a quarterback. You have to have those consistent mechanics to have good passes and accurate throws.
Well, he's got number 5 and number 3 in the backfield. So, again, that's Xavier Devereaux and number 3, Macaulay Nicholson. But he throws all the way out to number 23 on the outside edge. Picks up about 4 yards, almost gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and 10. No, is that 3rd and 10?
Yeah,
they've already switched that. Okay, okay.
So 3rd down and about, like you said,
11
about
maybe?
11. Yeah, 11 or 12, somewhere in that area. So good pursuit there. Brandon, again, just a long out route. And nice catch by the El Reno Indian there. But Harper, Wardrop, they flew to the ball and were able to bring him out and bring him down.
They were all over it. You going to go to the game tomorrow?
I am not going to the game. I just going to watch it I'll be in the Norman area watching it, but I will not be at the game itself.
Man, I mean, that's going to be great that it's on TV, but I think it'll be a packed house.
Yeah, it should be. And you talk about team needs to play better.
Yeah, right.
I mean, just with all the hype and stuff they've had, we have a dropped pass there. It's going to set up a 4th down. But no, they just haven't played as up to their standards for this season yet. So
you go into the season and everybody's like, oh, you're going to be national champions. You're going to be national champions. I mean, and as a fan base, you're just like expecting so much out of it, and it just hadn't delivered yet, not in any one of the games. But maybe tomorrow night, underneath the lights and underneath the the momentum of the home crowd, and again. It's going to be a perfect evening for it, man.
Yeah, they really, really need to come out and just, get on fire and, bury the Mountaineers, man, because they just hadn't played very well this season.
It's that low punt again. That one goes straight out of bounds.
He kicked it right to that kid with has the broken arm there.
I think some of their crowd's already left, too.
Yeah,
There's 8 minutes and 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and the Bears don't look to slow down at all, I don't believe.
No.
There's a lot of stuff we need to work on. I mean, if I'm an offensive coordinator,
Yes, I totally agree.
I think he's a mastermind, so I'm not trying to say anything other than that, but we got a lot of stuff we could still fix and work on, and that's a good thing, you don't want to try to think you're perfect right now, but we got a lot of things that we could still.
You're right.
Still just do better, and, this is the time to practice those, C.T. Thomas over on the left-hand side with a big old hole, but there's a flag that goes in on the play. And there's a helmet that comes off, and that's our center.
Center, yep.
And he's
I think James, I think he had some words with that kid. You see that? That was good stuff right there.
James, were you a center as well?
No, I played tackle.
No, you played tackle. Well,
he was either yelling at the ref or yelling at that the player that ripped his helmet off, one of the two, but he did not like he didn't like it either way.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody heard me earlier say that Caden's chip off the old blocker. I didn't know if you caught that or not.
I did.
You did?
I
Okay.
did, yes.
This is my dad joke of the day.
Yeah.
I thought, I know James, I knew that he played, and he helps coach a lot of the youth in how to snap and stuff. And some of the, youth centers that are coming up have been coached by him. There's a nice little screen pass to number 1, Brandon Harper, and that was a great form tackle.
Now, there is Devereaux again, man. You just, you try to go away from him best you can, but the kid just makes some really nice plays. And good form tackle there and brought him down quickly.
Yeah, it's 205 taking on 155. So that was
man, he can really run too. I knew he was a good player, but I didn't know he ran that well.
Yeah. He looks the part too.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure
literally,
does.
you can just look down there and just tell, man, that's an athlete right there. So, okay, well, Colin Fisher looks to the left. I think he's got his play.
You got Wardrop down here 1-on-1 with this kid.
The ball keeps coming in low. Is he picking up off the ground?
It was off the ground. It was up, but it wasn't, where it should have been.
Okay. That is definitely something that
Caden there, he made a call or was looking at a block to his side there and snapped it about the same time.
I never did mention who was that came in for Caden.
Oh, as the center that one play. Yeah, who was that?
Who
Good
was
call.
that?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Did you see who that was, James?
No, I didn't catch what number.
Ask Coach George right behind you who that was. He's right behind you there.
Yeah,
no, better not.
He might get mad at you. Yeah, that number 14, nice play there. He kind of read that. Cade Mayo kind of read Collins' eyes there.
That's Mason Crawford that keeps going in.
Okay, very good.
He's got a great snap, too. So.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. He does.
Yep, that's probably going to be the center next year after Caden, Caden leaves.
Well, we got 4th down and 4. What are we going to do right here with the score 39 to 14? This is a in-your-face kind of move if we.
If you get the first down, it's huge here, right?
We're not punting.
Not going to punt.
No, sir.
I'm with you though, man. I don't think it's necessarily rubbing things in. We're just working on stuff. We obviously have some things to work on here. And
C.T. Thomas.
Yeah, there he is.
And there is Mr. Devereaux.
I think we missed
no.
Yeah, I think someone was supposed to chip him there, and they missed it.
I don't know if that was Reed or who. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but hey, I tell you what, that's a tough assignment there, guys. I mean, you expect him to snap the ball and then go chip Devereaux, man. That's a tough play. That is a really tough play, and you got to give him credit because he read that pretty well, and was able to bring him down. So that's. I don't know who would have made that block, really.
Right. Looks like the coaches are all right with it, though. All right, 7 minutes, 18 seconds left. The Noble Bears are on defense, and they've got the Indians have got the ball at about the 39-yard line. Call it the 40. They've got a long ways to go for for a touchdown, but they've scored quick whenever they have scored long runs. So now number 3 and number 14. They're both in the backfield for the Indians, and I don't see number 34 out on the field at all.
Came off the field on this play. Boom. There you
It's
go.
wrapped up. Number 14 does, taken down by 3 different Bears.
Nice job there. That was
Barrett Crawley down at the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job, Barrett Crawley. Oh no, excuse me. That was
who's number 30?
Number 30.
30.
Oh, is that? Yeah, you got it.
Not yet.
Caden Brewster. That
Hey,
boy.
Senior.
Yeah, senior. First time we've called his name this year, so that was a tremendous pursuit to that football.
Brewster's Million. Let's
Great
go.
job. That's a great show, by the way.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You're telling your age.
Oh man, those are the classics, man.
I know it.
Yeah,
Hand
there's
off
another-
up the middle.
Yep, there it is. Okay, boom.
And he's down at
Got
about
it.
the 49-yard line. This big, strong run. That was going to be a Indian first down. And that was run by number 3. That would be Devereaux again, but the brother, Xavier Devereaux.
Yeah, very good. And here they go. Kind of obviously a quicker pace here. Clock is moving. And let's see if we can get a nice push here. One of the things I've kind of noticed, our defensive front they've gotten through there a few times, but it seems like it's been a little less, not as consistent as it has been on the first 3 weeks. Just kind of a counter play there, and just keep his leg churning, man. That's a good run there by, was that number 3 again?
Yep, it is number 3, and the clock just keeps on ticking. We're down inside
Just
of 6
short of
minutes.
that. So, I'm sorry, cut you off there.
No, it's just it just keeps ticking. They're not very far off from scoring a couple of times, but I think they've just gotten away from trying to pass the ball. They can kind of see that that's not going to be
Yep, exactly.
their forte. And Coach, it's getting really close to 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah. Oh wow. Lawton Mack 42, Duncan 7. Now that is a final. So Lawton Mack's the real deal, man. That's going to be a tough game here.
We got them several weeks away.
Boom.
That was a great hit on the outside. Devereaux has the ball and is tackled and wrapped up and hit really hard by number 40, Clay Morris.
Nice play,
Cole
Clay.
Lyle was in on that number 8.
Okay, Cole Lyle got some of that as well, but Clay Morris coming downhill and just blindsided that kid and knocked him out. Tremendous play there by Clay Morris.
He took
man.
out 2 at that. He got
Yeah, he
Devereaux,
did.
and then I don't know who was blocking downfield, but he knocked him sideways too.
That was an awesome play, man.
Yeah.
Great job.
5 minutes, 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cooper Park looks to hand off.
Oh, ball's
the ball's
down.
on the
Oh, he
ground.
picked
Number
it up.
14 picks
Oh.
it up. Doesn't have a good handle on it. And the Bears wrap him up and take him down, maybe for about a 2-yard gain there.
Yep, just kind of a give to, that was number 14, Cade Mayo. Nothing there. Ball hit the ground, and he did a great job of picking that back up, kind of spun out of that, and we were able to yank him down.
Hey, I you know what? I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it. It is time. It is time for you to reveal the answer. But I tell you what, Noble alumni, if you can please answer right now the Facebook question about who was the only 3 lefty quarterbacks since the 60s.
And you let me know, and I'll reveal the answers, man.
You said 5 minutes, so
5 minutes.
it's getting close right now.
Okay.
Looks like a handoff to Devereaux over on the right side. Number 5 lowers his shoulder, but he gets tackled right there by number 65 for the Bears, who made a great play, Tristan Burrow.
Boy, Tristan Burrow, man. He's made some really nice plays on the special teams, and he has his high motor as well. So get him in there, flying to the ball, getting some kids in that don't get to play a whole lot, but this is outstanding effort by Tristan Burrow here, man. He's really played well. Seth Scruggs looks like he's in the ball game as well, number 33. So this is awesome, getting them some action here because we need them all, man.
3rd down and about 2 to go, and Cooper Park looks over to his left. Looks to hand off. Looks like he's going to hand off to number 14. Oh, he's wrapped up and tackled. That would be number 21 for the Bears, Bryson Crawley.
Nope. 22.
Oh, Barrett Crawley.
Oh,
okay.
that was Barrett.
Good to see him back.
No,
on the
absolutely. Great job. Yeah, great to see Barrett back into the ball game here. He's been out, hurt his finger there, and it was out for a long time, but good to see him back because that will give us a boost there, just another kid in that defensive side.
Well, that was no gain. So it's already down 4th down.
Nice, there we go.
Still that big 1 to go. They're calling it 1. It looks like it's a little deeper than that, but let's see what happens when Cooper Park receives a snap.
See if our kids, well, they're kind of.
Oh, he's looking to pass. He's going to go downfield all the way down to the pylon. Throws it up for a prayer, and that is a touchdown. The Indians, number 1, celebrating in the end zone.
Yep,
Devin Smith.
Yep, good throw, good catch. Just kind of got around our cornerback. I believe that was Derek Davis up top there. Kind of just ran beside him. He had an initial coverage there, but the kid kind of slipped behind his backside, and then that was a really nice throw and catch.
I didn't have any faith at it to begin with, and then the ball goes up in the air, and I thought, oh, he's there, actually.
I thought it was way overthrown, actually.
Yeah. Oh, and the kicker, he needs to run out with the
coaches aren't happy when that kind of stuff happens right there. Because, what does the kid do?
What are you doing? Yeah, why are you on the sideline?
You obviously are not watching the game here, right? So, should we reveal the question?
We've got to do it. Let's see what happens here. The ball snapped. It's on the ground. It's picked up. It is kicked, though, and it is good.
Okay, very good. Well, all right. So our first trivia question of the season, I'll recap it real quick again. So since 1960, other than Colin Fisher, we've had 3 other lefty quarterbacks that have started and won a football game for the Bears. You ready for the drum roll? Here we go. All right, those 3 lefty quarterbacks, Randy Ritchie, Jimmy Rollins, and Kyle Hallmark are the 3 left-handed quarterbacks that we've had in our program's history that have led this team offensively.
You got people at home going, oh, I think I knew that one. I wish I would have responded.
And another cool little fact about Randy Ritchie, he is also our first All-Stater that we ever had in Noble football program's history as well. So,
do you remember about the year that was?
1975. He played from 72 to 75. So I'll have to verify that with Kersey, but I'm almost certain it was the 74 season, I believe.
Gotcha.
Would have been his senior year.
Very good.
If I'm not mistaken. It's either the 74 75 season, but big lefty. There's a picture of him in the field house and first All-Stater here.
That is awesome. Yeah. Awesome stuff right there. Well, that's a great, on the level of toughness, that had to have been up there pretty high as a tough question, right? I mean,
oh, absolutely.
Are you going to give it an easier one next week? Because you're holding on to $25, aren't you?
Well, I'll hold on to that and then give it away next week. And, those other 2 lefties were Jimmy Rollins, another good athlete. He played in the Royals organization as a left-handed pitcher.
Oh, my goodness.
So he got drafted by the Royals, a really good athlete himself. And then Kyle Hallmark, really funny kid, but he was also a really good athlete, and they didn't kick that 10 yards.
No, that one went 5 yards and then went backwards.
It went backwards. So, no, and it looks like nice. Okay, so Joey Bear is going to get some action right now.
Very good.
This is nice. Okay, very good.
Hey, right now, folks, go back to noblebears.tv on Facebook and vote for the player of the game. It's the Reynolds Ford player of the game. Scott Womack is here beside us. He helps us with all the stats. He also is in charge of the scoreboard and the sounds and stuff that come out of there.
Very good.
But you guys go and vote for who you think is going to be the player of the game for the Noble Bears.
Okay, here we go. We got Dre Hill. There's the give to Dre Hill. Nice job. That kid has some really powerful legs, man.
He does.
And he's able to move that pile for about 2 or 3 there just to give right up the middle. just keep that clock churning. Real quick, back to Kyle Hallmark. He was a really good baseball player himself.
Yeah.
And a good quarterback, real funny kid. And
Okay.
I didn't know him as much as Jimmy Rollins, but his mom was my second grade teacher, so I really.
Oh, nice.
But his mom was Kathy Hallmark. She was a wonderful lady. She was the principal down at KID for a while.
Oh, I remember her
Yeah.
very well now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. That's her. Okay, all right.
So Kyle, Jimmy Rollins, and Randy Ritchie. So there you have it.
There's the answers. Well, I know there's some people at home going, darn it, I knew that answer. I could have got $25 free there. Hey, we got somebody that chimed in from Houston.
Oh, sweet.
Houston, Arkansas. Cola Thomas. She was already made of. They live in Houston, Arkansas.
Okay, Cola calling in or chiming in. That's awesome.
Yeah, she chimed in. She thinks that Colin Thomas should win the MVP.
Okay, very good.
And hey, that's a good vote because he's had a good game today.
Sure has,
I mean, just the whole running part of our offense is really churning and really getting better. And you know what? I believe that the passing is going to be there game in and game out. I don't think that there's probably but a handful of 5A teams can hang with every one of our starting wide receivers that we've got. Okay,
totally agree, man.
But that running game, we got to make it better. And Colin Thomas, a big part of it. So
sure is.
So great job.
And he had a really nice game this evening. So there's again Dre. Oh, nice keeper here, Joey Bear. Get outside.
Joey Bear on the outside edge. Makes a move. Oh, and he's at the 30. He's at the
great move right there.
It's a great move on the outside. He's going to score. Joey Bear for 6 points.
Nice play, Joey Bear. He kept what a tremendous play. Move that to the left side. He was able to evade a rush there. And Derek Davis got just enough block to free him to the end zone. So tremendous play by Joey Bear, man.
I thought he handed it off to Dre up the middle.
Too,
I thought it was a great play.
That was a great play, great fake. And
there's the future Noble football right there in his hands, Coach.
Great job, Joey Bear, man. A tremendous play for him.
Absolutely. So Sean Keats chimed in and said Brandon Harper needs to go back-to-back on the game ball.
We got a few of the boys down here think they're mic'd up. You can see them right here next to
I can see them next to you. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I got you.
There it is.
Hey.
You get that one?
Chase
Sure
Weimer,
did, okay.
it's down. Now, he hadn't missed very many tonight.
No, he has not.
There's been one blocked or so, but he's got quite a few of them through because it's 46-21 right now.
Yeah, that's so they have pushed that in. That's very awesome. So
Colin Thomas MVP vote for Jack. So you guys go to noblebears.tv and vote for the player of the game before Scott Womack goes down to the booth or goes down to the field. So you guys got a chance to vote, and I can tell him all these people that have voted for him. So.
Okay, so
there's all the players down here saying that has to make the highlight reel.
Oh, yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah, it will. It was a good run, man.
If you guys have not seen the highlight reel and the highlight film that was given to us by Kira Boydston, I'm going to put it up back on the Facebook page tonight, and it is phenomenal. She did such a good job, and it's got 3 weeks worth of highlight videos, and she just, she killed it. You got some scores or something?
Well, yeah, I was going to look at that big 4A matchup showdown in, let's see, let me find it. I'm sorry, Tuttle 22, Cushing 7. So the 1 versus 2 matchup, Tuttle goes on the road and gets a huge road win. So that's outstanding. Clinton 28, Newcastle 14. I was looking for a Blanchard score, just some of the teams we played in the past.
Hey, Coach, while you're looking for that, we've had tonight 5,074. Right now, there's 5,074 IP addresses tuned into this station. So thank you guys so much for watching and paying attention to our broadcast tonight. Scotty Harper's not with us tonight, and but he chimed in. He said that Bears got wheels.
Yeah,
Joey Bear's got wheels.
Yeah, he turned on that turned on the jets there. That was good stuff.
Yeah, he's in. You know what? I've been impressed with him. Remember in the scrimmage and stuff when he had to play a lot of downs and stuff. I was like, hey, that's the one that I was kind of super impressed with. How he's really advanced from last year and came in and.
I think he's physically turned as well because I don't remember him being that that big. I mean, he's not a big guy, but he's definitely taller and he's a little thicker.
Yeah.
So but no, you're right, man. He's been outstanding.
Well, they're going to stay with their number 1 quarterback. It looks like. Am I correct about that? Cooper Parks back in the game with 1 minute and 18 seconds left.
We have a different group of defensive players on the Bears.
Yeah,
side.
they were out there last series as well.
They
that
replaced
doesn't
that
look
front
good.
line with.
Oh, I got you. So you're saying even?
We're even another group.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, that's awesome. So you got Clay Morris in there, and then Seth Scruggs. And
I'm going to say that's the Clemberson twins down there.
Oh, okay, Isaac and I always forget the other
Eric.
kid.
Eric.
Isaac and Eric Clemberson. Very good.
Yeah. Number 3 just got that ball on the out. I mean, he had a nice hole. Malachi Nicholson, he makes a cut move, and then it looked like the only ankle that was broken was his. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but he looks like he had a good move there, but then, man, just went to the ground because he twisted an ankle or something.
Man, I tell you what, Eric Hensley on that play coming off the edge, he's at backer spot, and he sees the guy coming up the middle here, and he's able to close on that very quickly and bring him down. So great job, Eric Hensley, along with the Clemmerson twins.
Clock's ticking. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. We're going to have one more play, I'd imagine.
I think so. There's 40 seconds left on the clock, and Indians look to lick their wounds and make the long drive back to the north. The ball snapped. It goes up high, and the Bears get all over him. It's number 33 for the Bears that make the tackle, and that would be Seth Scruggs.
That a boy, Seth Scruggs. Hey, Seth Scruggs. I mean, he's gonna be a player for us, man.
That's the future right there.
Yeah, he has a high motor as well, and hey, there we go. Tremendous start to the district play. Little 46-21 victory tonight for the Bears. So that'll give us that 15-point cushion as well. So that's outstanding.
Explain really quick to folks that are listening, what is that 15-point cushion that you don't know about? I mean, that a lot of people probably don't know about.
Yeah, so you can win by no more than 15 points. So, like right now, obviously our score is 46-21. That's way more than 15 points, but we're going to get a max of 15 points.
Okay.
So, but that's important because if there's a tie, it'll go to those points, and that's the tiebreaker. So the more points you have, the better chance of winning that tiebreaker you'll have. So
Gotcha.
that's why it's really important
to just pour it on each time. So yeah, absolutely. I see how that works. So if it's a tie, then you got to add up the points to make sure you've got the best teams playing in the playoffs. So you don't want to have in your district, you don't want to have one team that's better than the other getting a chance to play. So that's the way to do it. That's the way to separate it. So Bears are going to come over. They're going to sing the school song or throw their hand up in the air, and then Scott Womack is going to present the MVP player of the game.
Okay. I was checking out that moon once again. It's now white. It was red.
It was awesome when it was coming up, man.
Yeah.
What do we have down on the field right here? This guy.
I don't know. I was looking at that myself. I wonder if that's like maybe a media or like a camera guy or something. I don't know.
The band's playing loud, and all the cheerleaders and the football team and the coaches, they all got their hands up in the air, putting their big bear claw up, and you got a lot of administration down on the field, Coach, right now. Do you see that?
I do.
I do see.
I do see this.
Coach Mr. Solomon's down there.
They're all excited about this victory, man.
Yeah.
And Frank called it. So just a good effort, and it looks like we're going to go down to the field here.
Yeah, let's go down there to James right now.
I'm just going to let y'all hear into what they're saying here.
Use that mic so we can hear it loud. Let me turn you up a little bit, too. Caden Dominy.
Attaboy. Yeah, big interception for Caden near the goal line. Almost took it to the house and played some, as he kind of out of position this week.
Thanks for saying that, because, I mean, that's not his normal position where he plays. Look at him attacking.
I love that. I love that right there.
James and Scott just get out of the way. They're like, I know what's about to happen.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, get run over. Watch out. They're used to hitting.
Yeah, like you had mentioned many times throughout the game, he's at that linebacker spot, having to move to the safety. And, man, that's not easy to do. So just give him a lot of credit for being able to kind of, run on the fly. You do learn on the fly, I should say, and
I'm going to bring our linemen in here.
Sure, go right ahead. These linemen, man, they deserve some major
They're going to make me
kudos.
look small.
Yeah.
So this is our senior lineman that we have here. We have one missing, Trenton Hickok. It's not suiting up right now. So I'm going to go here to Austin Teener. He kind of gave us a scare earlier today, and all of our hearts kind of dropped there. But he's out here, and we got to watch him play, and that's what matters. So how long have you guys been playing together? I know.
Second grade. Second grade.
Been playing together since second grade. I think Nick came in a little bit later. Fourth grade. So what do you think about being out here, as brothers right now, playing this game that you love? How does it make you feel?
It's great. It's so fun to play with these guys. I love winning.
You love winning. Yeah, tonight's a great win. It wasn't as pretty as some of the other games, but you guys got the job done. Lots to still work on and more games to have here. What's your goals? Here, I'll go over here to Caden here. What's your goal for the season? What do you want to do here?
At least district champ, but I like to go way farther than that, like all the way through the playoffs.
State champs, that's what I want to hear. Get that district champ and then keep going. So we all love you guys. Glad out here. It was a great game, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Hey, that's a great interview. Good job.
We'll
Thank
bring
you.
Coach George in here
Of
now.
course, you bet. Yeah, absolutely. The man.
Coach, I was going to talk about, and tonight's a great game because we got a lot of different players in here. The defensive keys. We talk a lot about defensive keys. Maybe the people at home don't know what that means. So if you could talk about that a little bit. And I know some of the night we weren't executing very well. Maybe talk about that and came out in the second half and we did a lot better. So.
No, defense, your keys are, if you're a linebacker, you may be reading the guard, or you may be reading the fullback or tailback, depends on what kind of offense it is. That's all right. It's just, different keys. I mean, that just kind of tells you what the play's going to be. But no, getting to tonight's game, no, not happy at all. I don't think we played very well at all. I think this is the worst game we've played all year. We've got to get better. I mean, that's one of those things like Nick Saban says, it's rat poison. You go beat a Piedmont team last week, everybody's patting us on the back. We come out here this week and, what do we have? 12 drop balls, 3 bad snaps, 18 penalties. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, we didn't play very well. The good news is we found a way to win the ball game. We gave up 21 points. 14 of that was on, 2 stretch plays and went 80 yards. That's a basic, football fit. You ought to have that mastered, day one. And we didn't play well. Not excited about the way we played. I am excited, that they were still able to come out after halftime, put points on the board. But if you want to go where we want to go, and, just making the playoffs is not what I want to do. I want to go be in there eating Thanksgiving dinner after we practice. You got to take care of the little things, and we got to come out with a better focus. I'm more hungry. I mean, that game could have easily went the other way just because it was just self-inflicted train wreck. I mean, it was bad. But we found a way to win. That's one thing about coaching. I can go in there and, explain this whole game to them, and they're going to realize, wow. But, the good news is we still won.
Yeah, it's a win, and that's what matters, and we'll move on to the next one. So appreciate it, Coach. Thank you for talking to us.
Buddy. See you guys.
Yep. All right, guys, there you go.
Well, again, excellent job interviewing. And you know what, James? I just got such a kick. I'm sitting up here listening to that. And so for a coach to get just so disappointed about hanging 46 points, that's 100 points he put on the board. And he was talking like, but I get what he's saying, though, right?
No,
You're a coach, so
yeah, yeah, dude. That's no. He called rat poison.
Right.
He just some of the things he was saying. It's good stuff, but no, he is right on the money. Good news is we won, but did not play well at all. I mean, we got pretty fortunate, a lot to work on, a lot of things we can watch film and get better at because the teams will get better. And I don't think El Reno had their best performance either. So
well, and who knows with just the couple of games that they've had a chance to play. But my goodness, man, the Bears hung almost 100 on them,
yeah.
And it seems like we probably missed 2 or 3 other opportunities where we could have scored as well. So
yeah, I think it was just a tale of 2 halves. Really,
Yeah.
the first half just wasn't very good, and then whatever they said at halftime really worked because they came out with just a different focus, different intensity, and they played really well in that second half. So great job, and 1-0 and 5A1. So that's all that matters right now.
Yeah, we got Duncan on Friday next week.
Next Friday.
Go.
And want to tell you, have a great trip on your fishing trip.
Appreciate
man. Awesome,
it. Yeah, the Baja of Mexico.
That's gonna be sweet.
We're gonna go catch some big tuna. So I'll send you some pictures. Be sure. Now we've got Randy Kersey coming in next week, and so you guys treat him good. Just don't let him get that seat too warm. Now I'm gonna come back for it. Okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now he's excited. I talked to Randy earlier this week, and I said, "Hey man, you want to do this?" He's like, "Absolutely." So he's ready to go, and obviously he's been around this more than all of us.
Yeah,
and he'll have a lot of good insight, and he's just a good sports guy, and obviously loves this town, loves our program, and so I'm really excited to have him up in here with us.
That's going to be great. Well, I'm excited to be in California, getting a chance to see the program, and maybe I'll be on the ocean at that time. So
Dude, that'll be awesome.
It'd be wild if I can get the internet out there, right?
Well, we'll give you a shout out, man, and then if you can send us maybe like a
picture
of
or
tuna
something.
fish or something.
Oh, there you go.
Picture of a tuna fish.
That'd be so
not
good.
a can either, like a real tuna.
Not a Star-Kissed can, right?
Yeah, not a Star.
That's so funny. Well, man, let's give some people some real big thanks for tonight, because it was a good. I mean, I thought the last week, and then we follow it up with this for our program of what we do. I'm just thinking that, just like the Bears, man, we got things we can work on, but we're getting better each and every week, right?
Oh,
So,
you bet. And I think we've ironed out some kinks that we had the first couple weeks, and our man Jack Carson does a great job on the producing, and the cameras do a nice job. I thought the interviews have been really good.
Quality stuff down there.
Yeah, James done an outstanding job as well, and the camera work on the fields has been really good. So Ricky Bobby is on it right now. So
Emma too. Emma's helping him out down there.
Yeah, so, but it's awesome, and then just everyone involved in this whole and like you said, Mr. Rowden, he's the man.
I'm telling you, he puts it all together. He's the guy that hides, in the shadows. Everybody tells me that he looks like Aaron Rodgers. Have you ever seen? He looks a lot like him. He said he gets that all the time. People tell him all the time, like, you get to slick your hair back and maybe grow an arm, you might be able to make that type of money. But I don't know. But Kira Boydston also in the house, so we got to make sure and give her love. That girl has been something else, and I'm so proud of her. And the video that she put out that you guys got a chance to see earlier tonight, it's going to be posted online so you guys can see it and watch it over and over. But man, I'm telling you, I'm super proud of the Bears. I'm not feeling the same way Coach George is feeling. Okay, I'm just not.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not either. But there are a few things they can work on. But hey, man, I'm telling you what. So just let that one go. Put it in the win column. Let's just get after it, man, for next week and moving forward. But I like I said, I was my wife and I were talking about this game and next week.
Okay.
Win one of those two, man, you're looking really good. I mean, obviously you want to win both.
Right.
But you just getting that first one off your back, man, it's going to be huge for us as we move towards the playoffs here.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you guys for joining us. He will see you next Friday, and we only got 2 words to say to you. Go Bears.
All right.